Hello, hello. Can I hear myself on Twitch? I can, and I can also hear myself on YouTube, which is great. Perfect, so everything is working fine. Let me switch scenes to the Just Yapping scene. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. Oh my. Do I have everything ready? Yep, I do. At least I think I do. Everything should be fine. Right, perfect. Everything is working properly, so we can start the stream. And unfortunately, I did not think of taking notes or stuff like that, but I do have a few things to yap about. Yesterday, we talked about the new series of graphics card in NVIDIA. And in terms of the pricing, I saw some wild things, to be honest. I believe their 5090 series is $1,999.99. So basically $2,000 for the 5090, which is quite a steep price in my opinion. That being said, the 5070 is at $549 and should have the should be the equivalent of a 4090, I think, or something along those lines. And it is slightly cheaper than a 4090. So there is that. which I mean is good, I suppose, but I'm going to wait and see. For the moment, I'm still saving up some money in order to change computers. I will try and change it during the course of this year, hopefully, because this year will mark my ninth birthday, or rather, my computer's ninth birthday. And as far as computer goes, 9 years old is very old. And the only thing I have changed in that computer is my graphics card because it died at some point during a Blender render. So there was that. And the one I have now is a 1650, which is honestly not great, but it was the best I could do given the price inflation that had gone during the COVID times, because that's when my graphics card decided to die, of course. Out of all the times where it possibly could have died, it died during the worst time where graphics cards prices were at their highest. But you know what? Now is no longer the case. My graphics card is working perfectly fine for what it is, but I am seeing a lot of limitations as to what I can and cannot do. My CPU is also kind of limiting at points, same with my RAM, and most importantly, my graphics card. So it is quite unfortunate. That means that I do have to change all of that because I do want to do better and bigger things, I suppose, in a way. So yeah, I am looking at the 5090 or the 50 series of NVIDIA cards, and hopefully I'll be able to buy something at some point in order to make my streams of better quality, but that remains to be seen. Anyway, the other thing I wanted to mention, what was it again? Oh, right. This is actually a rather stupid thing, but I thought of this yesterday, and it was kind of perplexing in a way, just because I was watching an anime which came out this season in winter of 2025, and it was just the first episode, and everything was going great. It was an isekai anime, and I personally rather enjoy isekai anime, although their quality varies from one to the other, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie about that. And this one seemed to have an interesting concept, since in the world the protagonist is reincarnated in, there is no magic, or rather no one knows of magic, so he seems to be going to invent it in a way, or rather harness what is existing and that other people don't know about. Which sounds interesting to me, like it was an interesting concept. On top of that, he reincarnated into a family where he has an older sister, and their relationship at the beginning was very cute. They seemed to be close, they seemed to be supportive of each other, and everything was fine. Until at some point, because of his testing of magics, there came a time where they discussed courting rituals in fishes, and things were okay, why not? Except that then the older sister got in her head that she wanted to marry her brother. And yeah, and then things took a turn for the weird, I guess, because the relationship became very strange in my opinion. And I was like, why? Why did it have to be that way, Japan? Why? Because it's not the first time when I've seen a relationship between siblings being, at first cute and rather normal, and then they would take a page from the Game of Thrones books of series, or series of books, my bad. But yeah, that was very strange. I guess I will still continue to watch it just to see where it goes from here, but goddamn, it is very, very strange. Yeah, overall, the first episode was rather okay, minus the this specific part. The rest of it was rather interesting, so hopefully it will focus more on the magic and less on the siblings getting married, possibly, potentially, maybe, who knows. Although no, the brother at the end said he wasn't they can't marry, but he's not going to marry anyone so that he can stay together with his sister forever. Which is still kind of weird, but why not? I mean, To each their own, I guess. That this is Japan we're talking about. I've seen stranger things, and I'm not talking about the actual TV shows. I'm actually talking about just strange things that Japan has produced in their anime. Anyway, it certainly made me laugh. It was very strange. But yeah, I've been watching quite a few anime this season. Well, not as much as I did in previous seasons, to be honest. But I'm very excited about the new solo leveling series, or rather, its new season, the second season. It was great, a great first episode in my opinion, and I have high hopes for the rest of the season. I'm very curious where things are going to go. Anyway, that was enough rambling on my part. I'm going to launch Wuthering Waves because we have quite a few things to do today in Wuthering Waves. We have 63 steps to go through in this second act, because yesterday we did 32. We are at the 33rd, I think, steps, according to the wiki. So we are going to have quite a lot of steps to go through. And honestly, I have no idea how long it's going to take. Hopefully, I can at least finish this second act today, so that tomorrow we can start on the third act. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to divide the third act into two parts as well, so one part tomorrow and the other part on Saturday. So next week we'll start with what you call that, Reverse 1999, and Honkai Star Rail will probably have to wait until the end of next week or the week after that. We'll see about that. Because overall, yeah, the Wuthering Waves quests are very long here. And I know from previous streams on Reverse and main story Reverse that it usually takes me between 2 to 3 streams to do the entire quest of a main chapter. So I feel like it's probably going to be the same thing here. And as I said yesterday, I would really like to try and take my time to focus on everything and just enjoy the story at my own pace, even though it will take me longer, even though I will not be able to stream them day one. I would like to enjoy them at my own pace. So there is that. By the way, the game has been launched. It is currently loading, so hopefully we'll be there in just a second. I will be able to switch scenes in just a second. And where was I at? Oh, right. I would like to explore a bit more of Rinasita and Ragusa City. Although I guess Ragusa City is mostly done. There wasn't much to explore. There we go. Let me switch scenes. Where am I? Wuthering Waves. And where is Wuthering Waves? There you go. Wuthering Waves is here. The scene is presented. You should be able to see it on stream as well. Although on YouTube things are always a tad bit slower for some reason. It comes out later on, but you know what? As long as it works, I'm fine with it. Anyway, so everything should be ready and we can go at it. I guess, yeah, we can start right away. We were going to get the to enter the vault, right? Oh, and my fingers were not on the right keys, which is why I couldn't move properly. Where is the ray, the wing ray, or whatever it was called? There we go. We can take that to go much faster and get to our destination. Thank you very much, little wing ray. I don't know your name. Maybe you're called No. Oh, you're already gone, I guess. Okay, fine, fair enough. And by the way, I saw a video online and I didn't realize how much shorter Carlotta was in comparison to other characters. Like seriously, she is very short, and I believe on one of the things I saw, Carlotta is basically almost as short as Verena.
Hopefully, will make me
It's kind of hard to see, but if you put them against the wall and measure them like that, you should be able to see the difference. Like, can I? Yeah, see, she's right underneath the the statue's cloth thingy, whereas the shorekeeper, for instance, is above it in terms of wait, am I framing in this properly? Yeah, because depending on how I frame things. Okay, let's see, switching now. Yeah, she is much shorter. I mean, I want to try it. Let's see, without moving the camera.
Hopefully, we'll make new findings.
Without moving the camera, I'm removing my hand from my mouse. Ah, no, okay, so let's see. So Carlotta is here, okay? Oh, but the mouse returns to the middle point right after, so... No, wait, can I do this? Okay, Carlotta is right underneath the cloth. So now if I switch... Okay, so no, there is about a head of difference here. So I guess what I saw online was not exactly true. But Carlotta is indeed quite short. Let me see. With, for instance, Gian. Gian is supposed to be tall.
Do not let your guard down.
Okay, Carlotta is still underneath the cloth. Okay, yeah, no. Gian is much taller. He has a head above her. But I thought that Carlotta was some kind of middle ground, like, you know, a medium build, we'll call it that, a medium model. But she's actually on the shorter side of the medium models as well. Anyway, let's remove Gian, although I do enjoy that character. He does not really go well with this team.
To the surviving lands.
There we go. Let's keep going now. Finally, we are starting the thing. Enter Alvarado Vault. Yes, I have read that yesterday. Let's solo challenge and go for it. I am not afraid. At least I think I'm not. Hopefully I'm not. Who knows? I don't really know what we're going to discover here today. Huh. I like these moving things. I don't know what they are, but they are pretty at the very least. Oh.
Could you do me a favor, Miss Zani? Please secure the evidence in the property room and fetch me the jewelry and perfume.
Why do you need jewelry and perfume? Although they are in quotation marks, so I guess she's not actually talking about jewelry and perfume.
Jewelry and perfume? You mean...
Yes. You know where to find our dressing room, I presume? Inform the stylist it's my request. She'll prepare everything. Meet us at the vault's side entrance.
I'm guessing she wants weapons? Probably.
Got it. I'll go right away.
No, Zani is gone
On to
again.
the real matter. Surely you've sensed it. A darker force lurks behind both the Order and the Phasaelius.
Yes, that would be the Fraxidus, as always.
The Fraxidus.
Correct. We Montelli'S have had some unpleasant encounters with
Do
them.
you know of them?
Their motives remain shrouded. Yet the Order and the Phasaelius clearly benefit from them.
It's interesting because she said that they had some unpleasant encounters with the Fraxidus, but thus far it felt kind of like people did not really know what the Fraxidus were except for us, the rover. We know, of course, because we've met them. We've met Scar, I mean. And we've also met Frolova, yeah, but she didn't actually introduce herself back then. Anyway, the point is, thus far throughout the quest in Renacita, people didn't really seem to know much about the Fraxidus. She's the first one to actually acknowledge them and seem to know who they are.
The Montelli family's interest aligns with yours. An uninterrupted carnival for you, an unfettered Raguna for us.
Well, what we're here for is not an uninterrupted carnival. We're here to talk to the Sentinel. Although I suppose we have to go through the carnival, if that's what you meant.
The invitation we sent was meant to be a token of goodwill. I'd appreciate it if you could return the favor.
How so?
Splendid. So we are in the same boat again.
Ah, we are indeed. But where is Noah?
I must first deliver the evidence you and Mazzani collected to my uncle, Mr. Capello. He oversees Carnival affairs and liaises with the Phassalias. I'm sure he'll find the Fraxidus information most intriguing. I'm afraid I must take my leave. Please, feel free to explore the vault at your leisure.
Exploring the vault at my leisure. Of course, I will do just that. Meet with Carlotta at the front desk. Yes, but exploration is one of the things that I love to do, so... Wait, is that Cristoforo? What is he doing here? Hello?
Ah, my dear friend. We meet again.
What a coincidence.
Indeed. Fate has its way of bringing people together.
Oh wait, I just had a thought and I do not like that thought. The fact is that Cristoforo here seems very nice, except we've met him plenty of times, strangely enough. I don't think these were coincidences, and the thought I had was that he is dressed beautifully, that I might say, but he's dressed in black and red, which are often colors associated with the Fraxidus. Although, I mean, Frolova is more red and white, Scar was kind of in the middle, red and grey-ish also. But all of the soldiers we see, the foot soldiers of the Fraxidus, they are called artificers, I believe. These guys are all in black and red. So, although Cristoforo doesn't seem to be like some kind of insane Fraxidus person, so I don't really know what to think about him. But I'm scared now that I've had that thought. I hope he's a friend.
I'm here for a bit of inspiration. That's all.
Again?
Why not? Given that the Carnival performances always revolve around order law, perhaps a touch of secular themes might be refreshing. Maybe a tale of a shrewd moneylender, undone by a trite legal technicality.
Sounds uninspiring.
True, but that's why some inspiration could be useful.
Is it really why you're here?
Well, I suppose I can't hide it from you. I'm here for the auction, hoping to acquire some rare, ancient manuscripts. Oh, speaking of scripts, did you have the chance to read mine? The one with the maiden? Please, I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Ah, yes, no. I was actually... That is one of the things I wanted to do before the start of the stream, but I forgot. So... Because he gave us a paper yesterday, and I didn't even think about it, but when I went through my inventory, I saw that the paper was indeed there and that we could read it. It was a rather lengthy text, so I thought that it would be better for me to read it on stream. Except, unfortunately, I kind of forgot to read it before talking to him. There's something more behind the tale. Let's go with something mysterious like that.
Indeed. You have a discerning eye. My research did unearth some intriguing rumors, but they didn't find their way into the script. You see, those stories might be too much for the Carnival crowd. Anyway, I appreciate your thoughts. Let's hope I outdo myself with the next one. Until the Carnival, traveler from afar.
Until then. Let's see. Let's see what he actually gave us. Where was it? Yes, I believe this is it. The Martyrdom of Blessed Fleur de Lis, Unfinished, Act 3, Scene 1. Drums beat solemnly as Fleur de Lis, Brand, and other acolytes enter, each carrying relics. Lo, the dark tide hath momentarily receded, granting Renacita a fleeting respite. I doth thank each of you for your unwavering commitment and through these trying days. My lady, you honor us beyond measure. We serve not only thee, but also the sentinel. When Renacita hangeth by a thread... Okay, I guess this is some kind of old English, probably. I'm not really well versed in that, so I will try my best, but I can't promise you anything. When Renacita hangeth by a thread, how could we place our own survival above our sacred duty? Besides, thou didst stand beside us, taking up arms and leading us to face the dark tide, endured grievous wounds without faltering. Thou art the very embodiment of the purity and devotion of an acolyte, and of the courage and valor of a warrior. Inspired by thy fortitude, we are prepared to offer our lives without hesitation. Okay, still Brand. Yet the glimmer of light emerged in the north was swiftly quenched by the merciless dark tide, which surged back like a ravenous beast devouring our lands. Our soldiers fought valiantly, only to be swept away by the relentless onslaught. Though the tide hath withdrawn for now, its return is as certain as fate itself. I fear that, over time, our strength may falter. Perchance, there remains a glimmer of hope. Not long ago, as I lay unconscious from my wounds, I was trapped in a relentless nightmare for 3 days and nights, lost in darkness without end. But in the depths of that abyss, a faint light didst appear. They spoke unto me. Their words of boundless mercy soothed my scarred soul and awakened me. They revealed that the wound upon their own divine body fueleth the dark tide, and only through a shared bond of strength could this wound be healed. I have been called to journey eastward, to reach the high heavens in the mist, and thus break the curse of the dark tide. Brand again. Praise be the Sentinel Imperator. My lady, if this oracle is true, and thou hast shared thy strength with the Sentinel, could it be that the prophesied Enlightened One hath already walked among us? I dare not presume such things. When I received this divine calling and assumed my role, the Sentinel didst not reveal the truth of the Enlightened One unto me. But, my lady, thou hast wrought countless miracles, lifting our people from suffering and offering prayers on their behalf. To us, thou art the blessed maiden. In our eyes, thou art no less than the Enlightened One. Be that as it may, I have my duty to the Sentinel. Now that I know the path to their throne, it falls upon me to stop the curse at its very root, for Renacita cannot bear further sacrifice. Indeed, guards, prepare to escort the lady. Nay, please stay. The dark tide still looms in the north, and the guards are better placed to protect the people than to accompany me. But this is my path to walk alone, as entrusted to me by the Sentinel. This journey may well be my last. If I do not return, it will be thy duty to tend to the Order's affairs. Acolytes begin to weep softly in the background. Grieve not, this is the path for which I was chosen. Should fates be kind, the dark tide will soon vanish and Renacita will flourish once more. When that day comes, remember me in joyful songs rather than sombre laments. I verily believe the Sentinel wouldst wish the same. Smiles warmly. As thou dost wish, my lady. If thou art to travel east, Priest Fenrico is stationed there with a detachment of the guard. He may be able to aid thee. Behold, dawn breaketh anew. No matter how long the night, the daylight cometh. Though our path be fraught with tears, we shall walk it with songs and courage. This is Renacita's greatest treasure and humanity's strongest shield, our unbroken will, unwavering faith, and unquenchable hope. Exits. No, well, goodbye, Fleur de Lis. Brand, may thy sword be blessed to calm storms and sever the tides. Exits again. Well, not again. He had not exited before. To be continued. Author's note. This work is incomplete, a humble draft that needs further refinement. According to historical records, the Dark Tide ended shortly after the Blessed Maiden set out. Yet, the Blessed Maiden herself left us forever, returning to the divine embrace. It is said that she held back the Dark Tide through her martyrdom, using the very last of her strength. These fragments of history inspire endless curiosity. Who truly was the Enlightened One? Was the Blessed Maiden indeed the Enlightened One the prophecy suggested? What happened after her departure? Do the legendary High Heaven exist? And what could have inflicted such a wound upon the Sentinel that even they could not heal? These mysteries remain unanswered. As all stories are but interpretations, this is merely one version. Should anyone possess further historical insights, I welcome your critique and guidance. My gratitude in advance. Okay, interesting. So this is an artistic rendition of what may or may not have happened in the past. So Fleur de Lis was supposed to be the enlightened... No, she was supposed to be the Blessed Maiden, but some speculate apparently that she may have been the Enlightened One herself. And they do mention Fenrico, who was merely a priest back then, but now Fenrico is supposed to be the Enlightened One. So that's strange. But it was an interesting read. I should have done that before. I should have done that yesterday. Is there more to explore? I don't believe I have a map of this place. Yeah, no, I don't. That's too bad. No, never mind. I saw some colors, so I was intrigued. Oh. Can I go further here? No. And we have pretty much explored everything there was to explore. I'm not going to talk to every single NPC. Allow me to introduce the worry-free plan. That's what she said. That's how they call their plans in this bank. I guess it's some kind of insurance or something. Yeah, okay, well, I suppose we've explored enough. Let's get back to actually the quest. Wow, this NPC's outfit is great. I really love it. Let me see you. Not so much. Hers is better. Yeah, okay, I should focus. Hello, Carlotta.
I'm sorry, Lady Carlotta. I've just confirmed with the office that Mr. Capello is not in the vault.
Ah, where is he then?
I see. That's quite all right. Please inform me the moment he returns.
I suppose the lady whose outfit I complimented, she's actually wearing some kind of uniform. But I do feel like this guy is also wearing some kind of uniform. But I would say that the women's uniform is better looking than the man's.
Understood.
Which is kind of sad, but oh well. Is everything okay?
Oh, Rover. I'm afraid we've hit a slight snag. I just learned that Uncle Capello was called away on pressing matters, so we won't be able to see him at the moment. This does alter our plans, but worry not. I already have some other surprises up my sleeve. Please, come with me. We need more privacy. Rover, remember Gilberto?
The noble from the Fisalia family?
Yes. Thanks to you and Miss Zani, he could not escape and is now in our custody. The family gave him a rather spirited welcome. As it happens, his bravado crumbled quite quickly. Once he saw the Nimbus Sanctum restored, he sang like a canary.
Yeah, he did not seem like the actual brave one. He seemed more like a coward who thought he could do better than he could actually do, I suppose.
Your quick action has secured us vital intelligence. To put it simply, Gilberto revealed that we have traitors in our family.
Ah, well, that's a problem.
Which is not entirely surprising. Our family has always had its cracks. Given the right incentives or pressures, human weaknesses are all too easily exploited. I'd actually begun to look into this matter before your arrival at the vault. And now it's confirmed that the traitors are in the vault's tuning room, doing what they believe to be secretive with the help of the Fraxters.
Ah, so perhaps we should go and stop them.
Now they probably won't even notice us with their attention fixed on the property room. I guess that they're desperately destroying any evidence against the Phasalia family in the Order.
That was clever.
Thank you. Right. As for the next move, I have a plan. There's an alternate passage into the vault leading straight to where they are. We can surprise them when they least expect it, but I can't manage this alone. I could really use your help.
My pleasure.
I'm glad I have you with me, Rover. Please, take a moment to prepare, and I'll see you at the entrance.
I am already prepared. I have you in my team, to be fair. And you're still really rather well built. Wait, did we... Season clerk... I'm just trying to see if there are any other guys like Cristoforo here. I mean, people that we've met and who may be here. But I guess not. Too bad. And Zani's back. Yay!
Everything has been taken care of, Lady Carlotta. Here is the jewelry and perfume you requested.
Perfect. Thank you, Ms. Zani. But I have one more task for you. One of utmost importance. I need you to guard the property room and stop anyone who attempts to break in. Whatever it takes. By force, if necessary.
Is someone targeting the evidence?
Relax. It's only a precaution.
No, that means that she can't come with us if she has to protect some kind of other room.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure no one touches the evidence.
No. Well, goodbye,
Reza,
Miss Zani.
We've implemented a 2-tier security system. Once inside, please hold your position until I signal. I'll clear the path for you from above. Then you may need to use the terminal to unlock the path on my side.
2-tier security system. Could it be?
Sadly, yes. Our family built this vault with the foresight of possible betrayal. Most family members only know how to pass one of the 2 layers. And alliances forged amid all these locks tend to breed treachery and mistrust. To enter the vault without being trapped to death, 2 people must have absolute trust in each other. So, do you trust me, Rover?
Well, to be fair, we've barely just met, but you seem interesting, so I suppose yes, in a way. Not really, but we have the same goals, I trust you, or we are already in the same boat after all. Yeah, let's go with the boat. Noah mentioned.
Very good. I can work with that.
I like the micro movements of the eyes, as you can see, like it makes her feel more alive.
Now, let's go.
Even though she is just a 2D character. Well, no, she's a 3D character, but she's not real. I know that. Which is really sad. What? No! I want my own Zani. Oh, never mind.
Whether it's for show or for battle.
She has her own weapon, and she's on the new set, but I don't know how the new set works. I have never read what this thing does. God damn it. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Their Carlotta is better than mine. Fine. Yeah, but I still do need my team, you know?
Can you hear me, Rover?
I can indeed.
Loud and clear.
Just a moment. I need to access the upper control room to unlock the door on your end.
Oh, I was here before, but I guess I wasn't meant to go through the door yet.
Cameras here. Good thing I came prepared. Recall the jewelry I asked for? In family parlance, it's this handy little tool that generates crystals to cover these cameras and blind them for a while.
I see. Press C to fire jewelry. Well, isn't that convenient? Get the clearance
Done,
card.
but won't last long. I have to
wait.
keep moving.
Sure, I will keep moving, but... Ah! Did not expect that. Kind of surprised me. I mean, she mentioned it wouldn't last long, but
Vitrium dancers on patrol here.
I was still caught by surprise.
Luckily, they can be trapped with the crystals as well.
They can? How so? Ah, okay, I see. I saw something.
It worked.
Oh, never mind. I heard something I should have said.
How did these artifacts get here? Strange.
I guess what I heard was the door closing behind me. Okay, now I understand what was going on. I like this mechanic of shooting cameras. Oh, maybe I should go in front of this screen that seems to be glitching. Activate the mechanism. What is this thing? Oh, I
Seeing
see.
some scatter prisms here. Ornaments. That's what they were designed to be. But they can also amplify my resonance power. Might be useful at some point.
Well, can't I? Oh, I have to shoot it. I see. Clearing threats with scatter prisms. Scatter prisms greatly enhance Carlotta's forte. Shooting them with the jewelry set disables the surveillance cameras and the Vitrium dancers within a large area permanently. I see. So I have to shoot them once they are all appearing. There we go. Perfect. Hello.
Can you keep up?
Ah, that's a lot of cameras. Let's start with you,
Even
and
the
you,
surveillance cameras have increased. This bodes
and
ill.
you. And where is the next one? I'll freeze you just in case. Let me check if I missed anything in the room. I don't think so.
If jewelry set means this gadget, what about perfume?
Just another weapon. For my family, many things must be kept discreet. And it's not always verbal. Sometimes a glance or a gesture can speak volumes. Which, of course, demands a deep mutual understanding.
Okay, I have to admit these Vitrium dancers actually scared the shit out of me. I was just scratching my nose while listening to the... what do you call that? To the dialogue lines, and I did not expect them to just pop out of nowhere like that. Well, can't I just do that? I suppose this is even easier
Start
than...
small to build big.
Well, I guess you don't always have to use the fancy gadgets. Sometimes the easiest
some prisms
solution is
here.
better. We have a
I'll
prism.
use them to pass through.
I see. Oh, but... Does that mean I'm safe? Well, I guess so. So I don't actually have to wait until these guys are visible to activate the prisms themselves. I see. This looks like a room where you're going to fight. Wait, why am I at 20 alertness? What happened?
It's craftsmanship. A wise investment.
Oh, wait, what? Why was I stuck inside a bush?
Can you keep up?
When did I gain the 20 alertness? I am very curious about that. Activate the mechanism. Oh, for yet another prism. I guess that means that other monsters are going to... Oh, yes, they are indeed going to appear. I shouldn't call them monsters, they're echoes. Does that mean I'm supposed to know? Yeah, but I can't really... Ah, there we go. Okay, so it worked.
Can you
I
keep
guess
up?
it's very pretty. I love the effect, but yeah, wasn't exactly sure where to go from there. But anyway, we have more mechanisms to activate. Obtain control. Oh, never mind. We are getting control of
I'm in the
everything.
control room. Just a moment.
This is the control room? It seems like just a random room. It's not even a room, it seems to be some desk placed on the side of a corridor.
Switching view to your side now.
Well, I'm gonna need your help because I can't shoot crystals like you did.
Done. The door before you should be open.
It is
Beyond the
indeed.
door, you should find the other control room. Beware of the patrolling echoes.
Well, I can beware, I guess, but I just straight up attack them. Though, not gonna lie, fighting in these closed spaces is not ideal given the fact that my characters tend to move around quite a lot.
Quickly and swiftly.
Especially, for instance, our dear
technique
friend
compliment.
G, for instance. Ah, no, not what I wanted to do. You know what, let's... Ouch! How dare you! There we go. But yeah, both Judge, this girl, whose name I can't pronounce, and Carlotta tend to move quite a lot. Oh, look! Her, what do you call that? Her hair. So it's actually, it's not when she's using her resonance liberation, it's that her hair becomes glass slash ice. It's when her forte bar is full, I think, and you, in the proper rotation, you're supposed to wait until the thingy here is full, the forte bar is full, and before you use her ultimate ability, which is why I always saw that like that. But interesting. And you know what? I am going to check. How does one pronounce your name? Vie Xin Fei Shen. Interesting. Did not know that. Do we not have self-introduction?
I'm Judge.
Judge.
I do commission paint. I'm Judge.
Judge. It's very painter girl. That's what I call her, I guess. I guess this is fighting time. Yes, indeed.
Still recognize me? Brilliance lights the way. Improvise.
Rover, there should be a monitor you can operate. Let me know once you find it.
I have found it. Obtain control.
I'm at the monitor.
Give me a moment. I'll upgrade your access so you have control of the vault systems. Looks like some echoes are approaching. Stay alert.
Ah, fighting time. Never mind. Yes? Fighting time? Yes.
Swiftly. Take this.
Instant painting.
As I said, fighting indoors with these characters
Leave it to
is
me.
not ideal.
Loading. Still recognize me?
Oh, they're dead, I guess. Well, good.
Can you see me?
No. I can see something on the screen, but I can't see you.
Clear as day.
Never mind, I can see you apparently. Where is she? I am staring at the screen, but I can't see where she is. Never mind.
I need to cross the hall from above. People might spot me if I make too much noise.
So she's not supposed to make noise.
So, could you maneuver these chandeliers to form a pathway for me?
Lower the chandelier on the right. Sure, let's go with that. And hello, Jugjajace. How are you? You redeemed a hydrate and a stretch right on time. Wait a second. I'm going to wait until she finishes whatever she's doing, just to make sure I can speak without interrupting her. Come on, Carlotta, don't you have the strength to move? Oh, okay. I'm going to leave her hanging for now. Just so that I can reply to you. Oh, right, you redeemed a stretch as well. I will do just that. But why not reverse? Because I'm not done with what do you call that, with Wuthering Waves just yet, unfortunately, because the quest is very, very long in Wuthering Waves. So my thinking was that I would finish Wuthering Waves this week and start Reverse next week, and the week after that I would start Honkai Star Rail. So yeah, basically I won't be able to start streaming these new updates day one, because I haven't finished the previous ones before that. Because for instance, we are in Act 2 of Reverse 1999's no, not Reverse, Wuthering Waves main story right now. And I read on the wiki that there are 95 steps to go through in that specific quest. Usually a quest does not have 95 steps, you know, so it's a bit much, as you can see, and I am going to stretch. But yeah, so Reverse is going to have to wait, but I am trying actually to what do you call that, to take my time to enjoy every single storyline, whether it is Wuthering Waves or Reverse. Same thing, I don't want to rush Reverse this week, because Honkai Star Rail is coming out next week. I wanted to take my time to enjoy everything at my own pace. So I think I'm going to have to stream all this week Wuthering Waves. Next week, probably the entire week will be Reverse, and the week after that will probably be entirely Honkai Star Rail. So that's more or less the plan. Let me sit back down again properly. But thank you for the stretch, and hello and welcome to the stream, as usual. Now, we've left poor Carlotta hanging like this for quite a while. Let's move along. Rotate the chandelier 90-degree clockwise. Yeah, but if you're looking at the chandelier from this side, clockwise would be what? This way, I guess? Let's see. What does it do? Does it work? Yes, it does. Great. Instead of hanging from the chandelier, can't she just, yeah, go on top of it? Sway the chandelier. I can even do that. Well then, I see. Well then, I'm going to continue reading Reverse's story. So you're doing the main story, or are you reading something else then? Because the main story should have voice acting, right? You don't have to read it.
Splendid. I've made it across. It's my turn now. I'll see you in a moment.
Main story, okay. Well, you can tell me how you felt about the main story once you're done with it. As I said, I will probably try it next week. Is my best guess, given how long these quests in Wuthering Waves are. So yeah, next Wednesday will probably be when I'll be able to do Reverse. I already like it from the very beginning. Ah, nice. It's good because it is actually the beginning of this arc of Reverse, right? Because we finished the first arc with chapter 7, I think it was, in 1.9. So now we finally have the beginning of the new story, in a way.
His craftsmanship. A wise investment. Quickly and swiftly.
Oh wait,
Still
this is actually
recognize
not my Carlotta. This is another one. This is the trial Carlotta. Huh, interesting.
Take this! Brilliance lights the way!
Perfect.
Running won't save.
Good luck with the stream. Thank you very much. And do enjoy your reverse playthrough. I hope you will keep enjoying the story there.
Can you keep up?
Obtain control once again.
The door should be open, Rover, and we'll soon meet.
Ah. I think she messed up something, unfortunately. Oh god.
Rover? Looks like the signal's been jammed. Thank the
Oh god.
Sentinel, it didn't set off the central alarm. I should still be under the radar.
Wait, am I supposed to do anything
And
here?
it saved me some footwork. Path is blocked. Wall dashing seems to be the only option. Huh. Is that a screen?
I almost
Perhaps I
missed
can
it.
use grapple to pull it over.
The future of Renacita rests with all of us. And the MONTELLI'S will make sure everyone has an equal share of it. Raguna will enter a new era united. United under the promise of our terminals.
Who is Francesco? I mean, if he's talking about terminals, it must be someone from the Montelli family, right? Just moments ago, you lost contact with Carlotta when she fell underground.
Carlotta? Hello? The comms are cut off. She must be in trouble. Gotta hurry up.
Enemies indeed.
Found your weak spot.
Ouch, ouch.
My compliments.
No more dudes, no more dudes. Let's hurry up and save our dear Carl. Oh.
Need to get rid of them
Yes.
fast.
Ah, of course. Of course it had to be some of these guys. I was hoping to get some chests, but no, they had to be mimics. Yeah, I guess we should warn Freeran about them because she tends to like mimics a bit too much.
My compliments.
Oh, I did not know that they exploded at the end. Good to know.
Keep up.
More enemies. Is this a boss? This seems like a mini boss, I guess.
Astral modulation.
If it's a mini boss, then I use a proper rotation, I guess.
Instantly captured the spark!
Well, I say that, but I don't have my eye pro skill here. Nah, my bad.
A new technique. My compliments. Still recognize me.
And okay, yeah.
The world is
The
mine.
proper rotation might have been overkill. Yeah,
Lockdown is
definitely.
lifted. I need to keep moving.
There we go. I just wanted to exit quickly out of her burst thingy, so I kept fighting even though it was already dead. More enemies. Yes, I knew it.
Insta painting! Huh? Ink drops! Huh? Yeah! Huh? Huh? A new technique!
My compliments. Brilliance lights the way.
I will
Can you keep up?
I keep forgetting about these guys blowing themselves up at the end. God damn it. Ah! Yeah, I knew it. Oh, this guy as well. Very well. Okay, the fighting indoors is kind of hard, but I suppose it is what it is. We don't have a choice. But yeah, the camera angles are not exactly the best, but it's still very... oh god, this looks like a boss fight. It's still... I enjoy the combat as always with this game. But this definitely looks like a boss fight. Wait, my sword! No, my sword!
Impeccable timing, Rover. You never disappoint.
Well, I'm happy I didn't disappoint you.
I noticed surprise in your eyes. Let me guess.
Well, I'm sad for my sword that you kicked into the door that was closing, so no more swords for me.
That's quite some skill for a lady of nobility.
Oh, that's what you thought I thought. I see.
In
I
fact,
mean, it's a fair point.
beyond being the second daughter of the Montelli family, I have an even more significant title.
Aren't you an assassin for them? Because given your trailer, that's... Or rather, perhaps not an assassin, but an enforcer or some kind.
The family's executor.
Executor. I see. So you execute people, I suppose.
Be it a traitor within the family or a threat from outside, I locate, observe, and address these risks in secret and with tact.
So you're a weapon for hire, I suppose? Is that how I should phrase it?
Say, the ones hiding in the tuning room.
I mean, to be fair, she's part of the family, so I guess it's just a role that was given to her, and she's rather good at it.
The room is that way. Time to see what kind of mischief they're up to.
Ah, hello.
It seems they've left a little surprise for us. But if they think this will stop you and me,
Well, I have fought with room dancers before.
then they're gravely mistaken.
I love how she's holding two, what do you call that? Two,
Quickly and
they're not guns, they're actually rifles from the looks of it.
Running won't save you.
Ouchie. Oh god, they hurt. Ouch.
Witness the art's true form.
Thank god I said I could defeat them easily.
Huh? Yeah, a new technique.
My compliments. Still recognize me? Victory favors me.
Wait, is this not my, my Carlotta?
In the name of the Montelli's.
Goodbye. You're done. It is not my Carlotta, okay, because I was very confused with the,
I alone will decide whether
with the
it's
artifact,
for show
the
or
relic,
for
the
battle.
echo, god damn it. Too many names for these things. But yeah, I was confused by these, I'm used to using the lamp illumin on
Can you
her
keep up?
for now, because I don't have a better alternative. Wait. What is this way? I am curious. Nah, there is nothing, of course. Why would you build an entire hallway only to lead it to nothingness? Why would you do that to me, game? Of course I had to try and see what it was. And what was that thing in the middle?
Can you figure it out? Let's try again. The frequency of the tacit discords. What a genius idea. But I can't reverse engineer the frequency it's using.
It seems like the key is not these flowers, but their creator. She must be an insanely powerful resonator to be able to shatter and reconstruct these frequencies.
Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I've had just some flashbacks because, well, it's not so much as flashbacks. It's because I'm still working on my next video for Wuthering Waves, the recap for Act 3. So I'm going through that again. I'm writing the script at the moment. And in that act, we go in a village called Chishi Village, and there was a diary that we found about, I believe, a little girl who was able to manipulate frequencies, both humans and tacit discords. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that little girl was Frolova. Because it would be very strange if both of them have the same kind of power, because right now Serious Tuner is telling that the a girl who I believe he's talking about is Frolova. That girl, Frolova, is able to shatter and reconstruct these frequencies. And the gist of it is that the girl from the village could do pretty much the same thing. So maybe the entire story Scar was telling us about was the origin of Frolova. Although technically speaking, I thought that the little girl died. So I'm not entirely sure about that. But still, the fact is that I am kind of linking the two at the moment, and I just made the connection, so it's kind of a, oh, I see moment for me.
Then we better speed up. Once their plan succeeds, there won't be another chance like this. Who sounded the alarm?
It's me. Most likely by mistake. I apologize for interrupting your work.
Lady Carlotta, how... What brings you here?
Oh, nothing. Just curious what you're working on. Locked away in this tuning room.
What is this thing? It seems to have wings of some kind or something like that. Or is it wings? I'm not entirely sure. Oh wait, are these the things, the echoes that are outside of the vault that kind of... They took a look at us, kind of like they were not liking us, but at the end of the day she arrived riding one of those and kind of saved us a fight, I suppose. Are these the same?
The flowers. No doubt they're from the Fraxidus.
Care to defend yourselves? While you still have the chance.
Lady Carlotta, we're just following orders.
From whom?
Following orders, you say? Do you recall the very first oath we all took upon joining the family?
None shall harm the family's interests.
And?
Any who defy
shall be brought to reckoning. You've appropriated family assets and turned these echoes into ticking time bombs. Once they detonate, the countless efforts and fortunes spent on the Carnival will all vanish instantly, taking the MONTELLI'S name and future with them.
Why would they do that?
Lady Carlotta, please, we can explain.
Oh, who's that?
What's going on here? Oh, Lady Carlotta.
Just in time. I've found some family traitors. But hold on. I have a few more questions for them. I will only ask once. Who are you taking orders from?
I only know he's one of the top brass in the family. Always using encrypted channels and ordering us to pick up flowers from masked strangers.
So he's someone high up in the family. Perhaps it is Carlotta's uncle. I mean, he's the only one high in the family that we know of, I guess.
How many of these echoes have you made?
A lot. The first shipment reached the venue as early as a week ago. They look so identical to regular ones that even we can hardly tell them apart.
Good. Take them away and scrutinize all their recent transactions, including the source of every last credit. Then handle them, as per the family rules.
I wonder what that means. Are they going to execute them?
Yes, Mom.
I appreciate your help, Rover. I knew those tuners wouldn't dare do this alone. Someone far more dangerous is pulling the strings. Using echoes to disrupt the Carnival, having family weakness on a silver platter. Enemies within are far more deadly than those without. Their schemes won't prevail. I will not sit idly by and watch them ruin the long-awaited Carnival. We're done here. Let the guards take care of the rest. So, Miss Zani mentioned you heard the Sentinel's oracle when you met the Vitrium dancer.
Yes.
Yes. Not directly, but close enough.
The seasoned artisans in our family restored the Vitrium dancer you retrieved and discovered something fascinating in its records. Come with me. This might answer your questions.
Mm-hmm. I am getting intrigued and curious. Oh, a chest.
Anything
Thank you.
catch your eye?
Before we proceed, I actually want to take a look at this. Yeah, I guess it is indeed one of these constructs that we fight as a boss, and we were about to fight until Carlotta arrived and finally introduced herself properly to us. Huh. So that is probably why we are fighting them as a boss at some point. Or rather, no, we fought them for the materials. I don't think we fought them in the story just yet.
Can you keep up?
I think I was not supposed to go that way, or was I?
Can you keep up?
Oh, I was. Oh, so that corridor didn't lead to nowhere. It led back to here. I see. Should have known. What was that? Baba, or call the elevator. Oh, okay. Let's go up. I like the fact that the elevator has glass doors so we can see things.
Here we are. The true splendors of MONTELLI'S heritage.
I have to admit, for a bank, this is really pretty. This is beautiful.
Are these all echoes in the cases?
Yes. And no. They are echoes, but also the promise of Renacita's future. And above all, freedom. Renacita may be a fledgling country, but it boasts centuries of history. Its foray into the wider world, however, only began a few years ago. Don't you find it peculiar? Renacita, the land of echoes, leads the world in echo technology, yet stands so insular and unadventurous. What do you suppose is behind all this?
An excellent question.
The echoes themselves.
Sharp as always. Renacita's common echoes are bound to Genesis Nexus, making seafaring with them almost impossible.
I see, so they only work with the Nexus towers. Or rather, they have to be in range of the Nexus towers, their specific Nexus towers. Which is why we wouldn't see any echoes like these in Jinzhou. Interesting.
But their power is essential for dealing with tacit discords and other threats at sea. You could say the reliance on common echoes has shackled our ambitions to venture beyond our borders.
I mean, it makes sense. According to them, the echoes they use in Renacita are tied and are gifts from the Sentinel. So it makes sense that they would be tied to the land as well, since the Sentinel governs that specific land. I understand how it all works. It kind of reminds me of Fontaine as well, in the sense that, you know, the mechas that they have in Fontaine, they use a pneumosia annihilation reaction to be powered, and that only works within Fontaine, which is why you don't see any of these mechs outside of Fontaine. So it's kind of the same deal here, I suppose.
To break these shackles, The Montelli family has invested in reserved terminals. It's not about short-term benefits, but the future for the whole of Raguna.
Oh, it's true that your terminal can store some echoes and that you can use them in fights. But they are very limited in Rinascita. Not everybody has one, unlike in Jinzhou. So we do... I mean... People don't use their echoes in Jinzhou, though. The only ones that we've seen are our own. When we are fighting. Maybe it's a culture thing as well. Although the echoes from reserved terminals, as she calls them, they seem to be rather limited. They can't do all the things that echoes tied to the Genesis Nexus can do. Because it feels like the echoes from these things are kind of permanent, they keep existing, whereas the echoes from our terminals, they seem to be very temporary. They do a specific action and then they're gone.
The Order has monopolized the use of common echoes and kept a tight leash on reserved terminals, claiming that individual ownership would sully the sanctity of the echoes they so fervently preach about.
Oh. I see. I guess this is an accurate reflection of what was going on during the Middle Ages in Europe. I mean, perhaps it happened in other places in the world as well, but I know European history the best because I am in Europe. But yeah, the gist of it is that the church, the Catholic Church, held a lot of power in Europe back then, and anyone who would defy whatever they were saying would be executed or burned as a witch or things like that, you know? And eventually that meant that progress would slow down to a crawl because you could not find things that would defy whatever the church was saying, even though that finding was scientifically accurate or whatnot. So, of course, it limited the development of technology and science and stuff like that. And I guess this is exactly what is happening here in Rinascita. The Order is limiting the development of the country, which is why they can't go outside. Well, that's very interesting.
But you see their real objective, don't you? To keep Rinascita isolated so they can shape its entire narrative.
Yes, it helps keep people under control.
And the Phasalia family has covertly aligned with the Order, aiming to crush our efforts and therefore the prospect of reserved terminals. They've even gone so far as to seek Fraxidus's aid. Such is the reality of the Land of Echoes. Whoever controls the Echoes controls Rinascita. My forebears began collecting these echoes long before the vault existed, when the Montelli family was nothing more than a third-rate house ridiculed for its adventurous spirit. They ventured out to sea for trades and got their hands on terminals of the most basic model. From there, they've been tirelessly collecting echoes and advancing the technology. Brick by brick, they built this enterprise that you see today.
Okay, so they did acquire the terminals from outside of Rinascita, which I guess makes sense because as far as I know, I believe the rover in the past had a hand in developing the Pangu terminals, which are the equivalent of whatever Rinascita has now. So I guess they grabbed one of those Pangu terminals from back then, brought it back home, reworked it, and now you see the terminals that they have in Rinascita, which, in my opinion, are much prettier. So I would like to have one, but I suppose not. Although I believe that I've heard the developers are working on developing skins for the rover, but things are a bit complicated, apparently, in terms of rendering everything and for cutscenes and stuff like that. So they are still working on it, but eventually maybe we are going to get skins for the rover, which would be great in my opinion.
You're probably wondering how this relates to the Vitrium Dancer. Well, the one that came to you at the Carnival rehearsal is among our family's earliest echoes. As both the first Vitrium Dancer and the prototype for the frequency tuning of all subsequent models, its value is truly unparalleled. It was never meant to be deployed, and should have been preserved here in a case forever. But somehow, It found its way to the Carnival, just to meet you.
So, you're saying...
This is no coincidence. I can only assume it was the design of Sentinel Imperator.
Well, I mean, it makes sense because in that vision we had, the Sentinel Imperator was basically asking for our help, I believe.
Here are some files about the Vitrium Dancer. Perhaps they can offer you some insights.
Oh, yes, please. I want to learn more. Inspect the files. I can certainly do that. That is one big, big room for just this little thing. Data file segment. Very few people, including those within the Montelli family, know when the Vitrium Dancers first appeared, even though those unobtrusive, unremarkable echoes have long served the family. In fact, most of the Montellis don't know of Vitrium Dancers as anything other than their domestic security detail. Thus, it remains easily overlooked that no two Vitrium Dancers are alike. Knowledge gleaned from the stained glass artwork found in the ruins around Raguna suggests that Vitrium Dancers were once Tacet Discord frequencies. They appear in stained glass art along with general depictions of the Order's religion. To this day, Montelli explorers have yet to find two identical panes of stained glass. The Order's artists took pains to alter the composition of panes that depict the same story or motif. This suggests that the frequencies of modern Vitrium Dancers each contain unique information, much like their Tacet Discord forebearers. According to the book The Wealth and Legend of the Montelli's, the origin of the Vitrium Dancers dates back in history to a time when a Montelli ancestor received the laurel during the carnival from Imperator, who then instructed him to go to a tower abandoned by the Order. Upon his return, he would not divulge what he saw and forbade all Montellis from approaching the tower again. Undoubtedly, this Montelli ancestor brought back the very first Vitrium Dancer. On his deathbed, his last words were that the Sentinel's oracle would not exert influence over Montellis at present, but would determine their future course of events. And with that, the tower was barred to all subsequent Montelli, and as the family's cohort of Vitrium Dancers expanded, the legend of their origins faded into obscurity. The tower, is that the tower that looks kind of like Isengard's tower that I saw in the distance? I don't believe I have explored it just yet. I don't think I have been to that specific part of the Renacita, but it seems very interesting. I wonder what he saw in that tower. I guess he brought back the Vitrium Dancer from there, is what this thing is suggesting. But why would there be a Vitrium Dancer? Interesting. And the Vitrium Dancer is apparently, or rather originate from Tacet Discords, I think. Where was it that we saw that? Yes. Suggests that Vitrium Dancers were once Tacet Discord frequencies. Just kind of like what we do, in the sense that we destroy Tacet Discords and they leave lingering reverberations that we call echoes that we store in our data terminals, in our Pengu terminals. I guess this is done in the same way for the Vitrium Dancers and other echoes in Renacita, but on a much larger scale and on a kind of permanent way. And this is done by the Sentinel Imperator, I think. Or rather, they helped somehow?
I trust you've read the files. The original Tacet Discord for the Vitrium Dancer emerged from the frequencies of shattered stained glass in the tower ruins, a place forbidden by decree of the Order. Before the Codex era, those stained glass windows were used to depict the tales of the Sentinel. Out of all of the echoes, they chose the Vitrium Dancer to deliver their message. Because
it will lead me to the Order's hidden truth. It will lead me to the Sentinel.
My thoughts exactly. The Order's secrets must somehow be connected to the Sentinel's fate.
How do you know all of this?
The Montelli's have long pursued the buried secrets of Rinascita. The Order's tampering with the Codex, and the mysterious erasure of the Age of Ignorance and the Age of Conflict from our history.
Wait, what are those? I don't know about those. What is the Age of Ignorance and the Age of Conflict? Interesting. But that does still pose a question. How does she specifically know that? Because it is said that most of the Montelli family don't know, basically don't know shit, but they are still investigating. Yet they still don't know shit. Like, some of them, most of them don't know things. So why is it that she knows all about it?
If anything can break the chains around Rinascita and grant freedom to all, it must be the truth. And the quest for this truth is also part of our endeavor to restore connection with the wider world. Well, that's all I have to offer. Did you want to visit the ruins? Though I'm not sure what there is to uncover.
Well, I do feel like it might be interesting to visit the ruins. Since it is the Sentinel's will.
In that case, I'll accompany you. The family will take care of everything else.
Yay! Wait, is there something else here? I didn't go behind this thing. No! It would have been a perfect place to hide a chest. Why wouldn't you do it? My chest, please. I need the currency. Although, no, to be fair, I was extremely lucky in Wuthering Waves with my Carlotta pulls. I should not be complaining.
Oh, you're back. I've done everything you asked, Lady Carlotta. All the thugs trying to storm the room were handled.
So they walked straight into the trap.
Yes. We set a bait the traitors could never refuse. You aren't injured, are you, Miss Zani?
Of course not. At least I hope not.
Of course not.
Ah.
I saw a squad of security guards charging into the vault. Did anything happen in there? Wait, no. Never mind. Best I don't know. Whatever's going on in the vault must be family business. Anyway, it's all sorted now. Yes?
Yes. Now you can take a break. I've spoken with Mr. Alberto and he's agreed to grant you a very generous vacation.
No, that means she will no longer be with us. Aw. Well, I mean, she deserves a vacation, I suppose. But perhaps she would willingly choose to spend more time with us, maybe?
Oh, I don't really mind. My pay already came through. But vacation is always a bonus. Thank you. These adventures beat office life by a mile. What? Is that the central alarm of the vault?
Could be a backup plan from the traitors. Shall we see what delights they've cooked up for us?
Mm-hmm.
Lady Carlotta, we have a situation. The Guardian Echoes deployed outside the main entrance have gone rogue for unknown reasons.
Well, we know why.
We've initiated Security Protocol 4, evacuating civilians and non-combat staff. Our security teams nearby are trying to suppress the Echoes,
But I guess they're not strong enough, which is why we are here.
We are short-handed. Even the bank staff have been whisked away to the Carnival.
Yes, Mom. If possible, could you authorize access to the Vault's Echo collection?
That won't be necessary. I'll address this personally.
Ah, it's a fine, I'll do it myself moment.
But your safety?
Don't worry. I've got her back. I'm with the bank's security team, and I've handled my fair share of these emergencies.
Count me in. Oh wow, Zani is actually taller than the rover.
Now, let the show begin.
I mean, I know the Rover is not the tallest character. We have taller characters such as Gian, I think. And Zani is wearing heels, but still, she's very tall. And I'm not even talking about her horns. Her horns make her even taller. Just in general, she seems to be very tall. I'm guessing this is a boss fight moment, most likely.
Make it quick and clean.
I can certainly do that.
Copy that.
Quickly and swiftly. Can you keep up?
Now.
Take this!
No, I need to sneeze.
Leave it to me. Iron graft you knew.
Art unveiled!
I'm focusing so hard not to sneeze right now.
Yeah, a new technique.
But everything is going to be fine, right?
Running won't save you. Still recognize me?
Oh, but I don't have my Doth. I do have my Doth. Perfect. And the last one to be done. Perfect. Not the greatest of rotations, but I got the job done.
Do you mind handling the cleanup? I'm sorry, I just promised you a vacation. But looks like it will have to wait.
Oh, it's fine. Just a bit of extra work. I can't stand by and watch my colleagues getting hurt.
Then on top of that, I guess this is overtime, so it should be paid.
Besides, you have bigger things to worry about. Just let me handle this.
We can always count on you, Zani. Oh no, I should have gone with the other response. I think it mentioned overtime.
Yeah. That's the burden of being good at my job.
There's
well,
more
good
to this
luck.
attack than it seems.
The Order must have been behind it, right?
Yes. At this juncture, neither the Fraxidus nor the Physaelians have any reason to interfere. It's some hidden truth about the Order the Sentinel is leading us towards. The traitors must be watching us, knowing truth is on the verge of revelation. I have a feeling that whatever's coming next will not be easy.
Mm-hmm.
A wing ray. Let's hitch a ride, shall we?
We're showing it. Wait, is Zani some... Ah, yes, she's still here. Can I talk to you? You have bigger things to worry about. Just let me handle this. Well, I can't do the Italian accent. I can't do the motherly voice she has, so... I am very sorry about that. What is this glowing thing over there? I wonder, I wonder. Oh, the tree's pretty. Have I been there before? Don't remember. Oh wait, I think we are going towards these ruins who look like the ruins of a tower actually. Except for the fact that I thought the tower they mentioned was the other one, but I suppose not. What is this? Can I just... Oh yeah, that was enough. Yay. Ah, never mind.
Running won't save you.
Well, there we go. And what is this? This looks like a puzzle. Oh, okay. Wow, okay. No. Ah, okay, there we go. Another one. Another one. Well, I think I broke all of them. And nothing happened, so I guess I was wrong. Although I think I broke all of them. Maybe I am wrong. What is this? I will note it down once again. I will leave a marker to make sure I don't forget about this. But I am actually heading towards this thing. I can see a Sonnen's casket somewhere. Is this it?
Lighter than
Yes, it is. Okay, great. And we should be... Oh, no, never mind. These are red, which means that I have to press E to absorb them all. Okay. Now what? No, nothing happened. Well, too bad. Yeah, I don't really understand these puzzles with the absorption of red or purple thingies. Or rather, the purple thingies I do understand. The red thingies I don't. Not yet anyways. Maybe one day I will. Oh, this actually, the little paw thingies actually restore our stamina as well. That's nice. Wait, there is another here. God damn it, I am getting further and further away from my objective. Oh god, not what I had in mind. Fine, we'll do it now.
Loading.
I could use your outer skill. Come on, Ballkeeper. I could use it. Thank you.
Insta-painting. Witness the art's true form.
I can also use your outer skill, please. And quack. Hello, Slopper Doctor. How are you? Hope you're doing well.
My compliments. Improvise.
Oh, I'm shooting in the void. Great.
Victory favors me.
Come on, we can do this, right? Ah, I should have dodged. Doing all right. How about yourself? I'm doing fine. 210 damage. No, 210,000 damage. Use 3 resonance liberation to do something. I'll come back to this at some point, but yeah, I am doing fine. I am actually enjoying this patch of Wuthering Waves. The whole Renacita patch has been quite delightful in my opinion. The story is really good, much better than the previous iterations in my opinion. And I am actually getting lost at the moment. I don't think I was supposed to go that way. I'm supposed to go all the way there. So, as you can see, things have not changed for me. I still do things without truly meaning to do things, because I was just supposed to keep going on with the story, but yet here I am, just exploring things. Who is that? Okay, this is another quest, so I am not going to go through that. I just want to activate this. We can unlock a new part of the map. I mean, you're unlocking the map, which is always good. Yes, it is. But it's just that I'm very curious to explore the region and stuff like that. So whenever I have some quote-unquote downtime from the actual main story, I just kind of run around as usual. What is this thing? Oakheart High Court. I have been there at some point. Right, okay, I understand. Because the only thing I had unlocked previously was this thing, which is a tacit field, in order to farm some echoes for my Carlotta. But yeah, I've explored, or not so much, but I guess it's kind of a weird thing. I tried to just beeline for the things that I needed to build my Carlotta, and otherwise I haven't explored all that much. Although, now we have explored quite a bit. I waited to do the story until I did a bunch of the exploration. I mean, technically speaking, the story does take you through a bit of the map. I mean, everything I have unlocked so far, except for this very last part, my bad, except for this very last part. The rest of it I unlocked because of the story that brought me to these places. And while I was, you know, running around from point A to point B in the story, I managed to unlock these things. But as you can see, my exploration is at 87 in Raguna City, which is great, but 20, 12, 9, 13 and 5. So I have not explored all that much. But the region overall is really beautiful in my opinion. Now then, where was I supposed to go? All the way there. Hopefully I can find myself a path. Or rather, perhaps I can find some kind of wing ray or... I saw that there was a paw print here. Yes, perfect. I've finished 100% all of the areas. Really? God damn. Congratulations on that. That must have been... that must have taken quite some time, right? Although there are so many of quality of life thingies in Renacita, in my opinion. Like these paw prints that are kind of everywhere in the... what do you call that? Oh, did not mean to do that. On the map, so it makes it easier to navigate. And same with the flight system. We can fly now in the game. Overall, they improved the game immensely with this 2.0 patch. But one thing to take note of is that random chests do not count for exploration. Ah, that's interesting. I guess the chests that count for exploration are these things. Where are they? Maybe I can't see them. These things? Probably, because these are not random. You have specific spots where there are like 4 or 5 chests that you have to find. So I guess these are the ones that count towards exploration. Let me see. Yeah, those do count. Okay. But the other ones that you just find by walking around, they do not count if they are not in a specific spot. Interesting. Don't really know why they would do that. Maybe it's to make exploration easier for people. Or rather, since I guess if these things, if regular chests don't count and only specific zone chests count or treasure spots, it makes it easier to complete the entire map 100% according to the in-game percentage. But if you want to actually do the true 100%, you would actually not know that you reached it, since now the game doesn't measure the thing in the same way, I suppose.
We're nearly there. That's the Tower Ruins, our destination.
And we have arrived.
This is where my family first found the Vitrium Dancer.
To make it easier, as well as you need 25% exploration for all areas to get maximum stamina for flight. Ah, interesting. I mean, 25% exploration for all areas, that's not really that hard to do, right? I mean, I like to do 100% exploration. I've done it in Genshin. I'm missing one single region in Genshin where I don't have 100% in Natlan. It's the region with the Sitlali Master of the Night Wind tribe. Other than that, even the rest of Natlan is now at 100%. And here in Wuthering Waves, except for Renacita, which just came out, I have also everything else at 100%. But that means that I do enjoy exploration, and I know that some people don't, but I still feel like 25% is not all that much, and you get maximum stamina for flight, which is great.
What do you see in the shattered stained glass?
I saw a woman who had some guns. Kind of reminded me of you. I have done next to no exploration in Genshin. My brother does it cause he has max exploration on his account. Yeah, same thing for me. Now, you know, I have seen that every other region in my Genshin account are maxed out, so I feel like I have to max out the new regions. But I do also just enjoy running around, finding puzzles and stuff like that. Though sometimes it does annoy me not to be able to find some kind of hidden chests, and I have to go up and look YouTube videos on where to find these chests. But yeah, overall the exploration is usually very fun in my opinion, because you get to see some sites that you wouldn't otherwise. It seems to be telling a story.
This seems to chronicle a legend of the Sentinel, and the tale of how the first Primus founded the Order.
Those always bother me. Yeah, and for some reason I feel like in Genshin, at least in Natlan, there are more and more chests that are hidden like that, where you have to do some random bullshit in order to get them. And I have to admit that those can be a bit annoying. But when you do find them by chance, it's fun, it's funny. But when you're trying to actually get 100% exploration, finding them is kind of really difficult. I have trouble staying focused in Genshin, so I can't play for an extended amount of time. Oh, interesting. I wonder why that is, but I mean, if you at the end of the day, if you don't want to, don't force yourself. I do it because I enjoy it, but I feel like we all have our own ways of enjoying the game, so as long as you enjoy what you're doing, do it. If not, don't do it. It's a game at the end of the day. You don't need to do anything. You just need to do whatever you want to do.
I've learned of this history before, but many details have faded over time.
How do you know all of this?
Well, art investment is one of our family's key ventures, so I've naturally picked up a thing or two along the way.
That was a weird
There's
cut.
a stone tablet over there. It might offer some clues about these stained glass images.
Ah, I suppose more reading for me. Where am I? Oh, she's there. But wait, I see something that I can't see. And no, I'm not trying to look up her ass. I am trying to locate what the, what do you call that? The resonance casket. And I am going to grab it before I leave, or rather before I continue, because otherwise I am going to forget about it. Can you? Yes, please, thank you. Where is this thing? Ah, it's there. Perfect. Easy enough. No, wait, there was something. Wait, this thing. Can I think I can break it. Wait, can you still aim? Ah, never mind. How do you aim in this game? Is it G? There was a way of aiming with pistol characters before. Did they remove it? Okay, this isn't just a charged attack. Wait a minute. Did they remove the ability of characters to aim? Let me check with my Mortefi. That's strange. Oh yeah, no, okay. You can't do it with Carlotta. I wonder why that is. That's very strange. I mean, she's a gun character. Why wouldn't she be able to aim? Huh. She has her pistols. Why would they do that? I really don't understand. It's just how she plays. Yeah, I mean, they're... Why? I mean, when you play her usually in combat and stuff like that, you don't need to aim. Usually, even with Mortefi, you don't aim with them. You just left click for normal attacks usually. But I just can't understand why they would remove that feature from a character. Like, it makes no sense. Oh, but I suppose we have the hover droid shooter. So we can replace that, like, the characters being able to shoot with that. But, I mean, it would make sense if they removed it for every single gun character and not just one. I don't really understand the decision, but okay, I guess. Why not? They do what they want.
This ancient stone tablet bears inscriptions in the ancient Rinascita language, which translate roughly to once whole. The divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tide.
Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. What does that mean? The holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tides. Does that mean that the dark tide came from a divine creature? So I guess the sentinel, maybe? Ah, maybe it's because the sentinel was wounded. Kind of like what happened with Jue. We don't know why Jue was wounded, but it was. And its wound was bleeding time, basically, or rather creating some kind of time dilation in Mount Firmament. So maybe the equivalent for the Imperator would be dark tides, like water, or not water, it was, what do you call that? A kind of fog rolling over the entirety of Rinascita. Well, maybe not the entirety, because they managed to stop it, but still. Interesting. But now it makes me very curious, even more curious about how and why these sentinels have been injured. Because we never learned why or how Jue was injured. From what I can remember from reading some stuff in the game, some researchers of the court of Savante studied Jue, and they said that Jue was injured prior to arriving in Solaris 3, I think. Don't quote me on that, I am not entirely sure, but I do believe that's what it said. So I'm guessing maybe the Imperator was also wounded prior to arriving in Solaris 3. And I'm also wondering whether the Imperator is actually a pet of Rovers, just like Jue was. Possibly, I don't remember the story much. Yeah, it's kind of hard to piece together all the details. The good thing about me doing some videos recapping Wuthering Waves on YouTube is that I have to go back through my own VODs, rewatch them, take notes and stuff like that. So the story refreshes in my memory thanks to that. So I can connect more things together, thankfully. But yeah, these are all very vague pieces of information, so hopefully we'll have a bit more answers towards the end.
On this day shall I depart. Though the woes of Rinascita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied, enlightened one, through whom Rinascita's woes shall end.
Okay, so the Blessed Maiden became the Enlightened One. Previously, we read something in the game that said that maybe there was a link between the Enlightened One and the Blessed Maiden. The problem is, the Enlightened One now is Fenrico. And we saw Fenrico, he does not look like a maiden. So I feel like there is something amiss with Fenrico. I don't think he is the Enlightened One, or there is some kind of lie around him, surrounding him. A lie that allows the Order to keep control over the population of Rinascita.
Seems to be some sort of prophecy. We might have to piece together the clues from both the stone tablet and the stained glass to unravel the secrets. These ancient relics that spawn tacit discords often carry special frequencies. Likely the key to restoring them. Let's use the terminal sensor to reconstruct their frequencies and align them with the tablet's inscriptions.
I have no idea what that means, but sure. How does one do that? Use sensor to restore the frequencies of the stained glass. How does that work?
Frequencies of these...
Oh. Okay, tutorials are always very useful, but please don't cut off the voice lines from the characters. God damn it. Use the levitator to collect the stained glass pieces. Can do that. Place the collected pieces onto the missing parts of the stained glass. A golden glow will appear if the piece fits correctly. A red glow will appear if the piece doesn't fit. I see. fairly easy to understand.
Ah, there you are.
Oh wait, there is a chest. Can I go through there? Ah, no, I want to go through. I can go through. Don't tell me she's too fat to go through. That's not true. Then unfortunately my other characters here are bigger than Carlotta. Wait, I want the chest before we continue. Otherwise I'm going to forget about it. Wait, can't I? Oh yeah, okay, I can indeed explore this.
Lighter than a dove.
And I guess I am going to punch this thing, because why not? I don't really know what's the point of punching these things. But it's kind of fun. I feel kind of like a kid.
Can you keep up?
Oh god. And by the way, I have a stupid question. Right now the game is asking us to piece together these glass shards and stuff like that, but I mean, it's not like we're using some kind of very peculiar technology or anything like that. So did people before us not think of doing that? Like seriously. Can I break those? No, I can't. Okay. Anyway, let's pick these things and see where they fit. It's red, so I guess it's not there. Wait, what? Oh, right, okay, it's there. Fine.
This seems to
found it.
depict the people of Rinasita torn into two warring factions.
I wonder if this, because the contrast between the two makes me think of like light versus darkness, day versus night, maybe. Who knows? Yeah, I mean, well, now that I think about it, light versus dark is kind of obvious when you look at the colors of the people fighting each other. Who knows? Yeah, I don't think they thought of telling us who did what when. Or rather, I don't think we'll ever have an answer as to whether or not they thought of doing the same thing we are right now. What is this piece? I feel like this piece should go over... No, there. Okay. There we go. And she should be holding something, I think. Yep. Maybe not. Wait, let me see. No, the holding thing is this, so it goes there. So I would like to do this one first. There we go.
The last one seems to depict the moment a girl communes with the divinity of Rinasita.
Yeah, this is the enlightened one. We saw her in our vision.
This one shows a man in Primus attire, wielding a lantern-shaped relic to dispel shadows and the monsters within.
Yeah, but that lantern-shaped relic kind of looks like the, what do you call that? The... Can I not see it on her? I guess not. The terminals they use in Rinasita, it has kind of the same shape and glow, maybe?
It's done. Now, let's see. Looks like these stained glass images recount a tale about the divinity. Wait.
What is it?
It's just... the content is rather peculiar. I'll translate it for you. Together with the inscriptions on the tablet, it should be... In the earliest days of Rinasita, there were two divinities. One rules the sky and the other the seas, eternally at odds with each other. Amidst the turmoil they wrought, Rinasita evolved.
Interesting.
In those times of legend, people waged war over their disparate faiths. All this was ended by an unprecedented TD outbreak.
They had two sentinels?
The Dark Tide. So was it known. It ravaged a great part of Rinasita. After the Dark Tide, Napoli, the first Primus, restored civilization from the ashes. He founded the Order to guide the broken Raguna. Yet, not long after, he went to be with the divinity. On his deathbed, he spoke to the believers. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of Dark Tide. Though the woes of Renacita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden, crowned with golden laurel, shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied enlightened one, through whom Renacita's woes shall end. Then, the divinity shall return to its true form, and Renacita, under its glory, shall be a paradise, free of suffering. Renacita has two divinities. I've never heard of such a thing.
Neither did I suppose. But what's important here to note is that this thing, the horse thingy, is the current sentinel of Renacita, is the Imperator, because we saw a statue of them somewhere in the city, if I'm not mistaken. The other one seems to be some kind of narwhal or a large whale. At least it reminded me of the narwhal in Genshin Impact in Fontaine. So the other one was that either a whale, a narwhal, or whatever it was. And apparently they fought. I guess maybe that's how the Imperator was wounded? Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. But it's interesting that two sentinels would be fighting each other. Because that's, I mean, I don't know if we could call the narwhal some kind of sentinel. But the thing is, the people in Renacita equates divinity with the sentinels. And as far as we know, sentinels are creatures / beings that are supposed to protect humanity. So why would the narwhal, if it was an actual sentinel, why would it not protect humanity? It's interesting. If you remember, on your way to Renacita, you got attacked by the narwhal before getting saved by Brent. That is true. That is a good point. But it still doesn't explain why it would attack us. On top of that, if I remember correctly, Brent said that the narwhal isn't usually that aggressive, right? I think he said something along those lines, so he himself was kind of surprised to see the narwhal attack us. But then, why would the narwhal attack us first? There is that question. But also, why would the narwhal attack the Imperator? Why would there be some kind of conflict between the two when they're both supposed to be guardians of humanity? Or at least I'm saying that the narwhal is supposed to be a guardian of humanity if it is actually a sentinel just like Imperator. Otherwise, if that is not the case, then, well, the narwhal does whatever it wants. During that time, the narwhal had a flower on its tail, which caused it to attack us. Yes, that is true. You're right, I forgot about that detail. So, I mean, then after the fact, the flower disappeared. Yeah, that often happens. I feel like it's often the case that the flower disappears once the monster has been defeated of some kind. And to be fair, I believe that that flower comes from Frolova, one of the members of the Fraxidus. And it could make sense why the narwhal attacked us if Frolova was involved and somehow messed up with the narwhal's mind or something like that. But I don't think Frolova was alive whenever this conflict happened, the conflict that we are seeing right now on screen. I mean, the conflict between the narwhal and the Imperator. Frolova, I mean, thus far we haven't seen anyone being immortal in this game, so I would think that Frolova was not alive, so there is no reason for the narwhal to attack the Imperator back then. Unless someone else had the same power as Frolova, which could be the case. Huh. And there is that whole story about the village we first saw Scar in. My hypothesis is that the little girl that lived in that village might have been Frolova, since that little girl also had the same kind of power as Frolova. They could both manipulate frequencies of both humans and TDs. So, yeah. I'm connecting things, but I'm not sure if they connect properly or not. I don't really know.
The Montelli family archives hold many documents on Renacita's past. Yet none mentioned two divinities. In Raguna, the common belief has always been that Sentinel Imperator is the only divinity of Renacita. But if the images on the stained glass window were fabricated, why would the Order deface them and declare this tower forbidden?
Because it makes it easier to control the story if other people don't see the records.
There's only one explanation. These are not fabrications, but buried truth.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant.
If this is indeed the Order's doing, we must leave here immediately. North of this tower is an island. It should be beyond their reach. Once we get there, you will discover another truth the Order has buried.
We'll be back, gotta check on the laundry. You better do that, yeah.
Watch out!
Oh. Hello, you. You go first, I'll cover you.
Interesting. They're here even faster than I anticipated.
What about Phoebe? Where is she?
Apparently, the Order believes the images on the stained glass to be real. They wouldn't even hesitate to break their facade of neutrality, just to ensure we don't take the secrets out alive.
A new technique.
My compliments. Still recognize me? You will yield.
Oh, there are more. Ouch.
Stay calm. Loading.
Ouch. I can't say shoot. Then what? You wait. Where is my skill? Ah, shoot! I can't use my skill properly. Now we can.
A new technique.
My compliments. Brilliance lights the way.
And this should kill. Ah, never mind. Almost. There we go. Now we managed to kill.
Keep it safe. I'll handle the rest.
Wait, what is that? A red crystal? Wait, where did that gun come from? Wait, what? Oh, wow. She managed to catch the sword between her feet. God damn.
Speak. Who gave you the order?
Interesting. So how are you enjoying Carlotta?
What you've done. Distorting history. Usurping the Sentinel's authority and colluding with wretches.
Sorry, I was waiting for her to finish her line. I am enjoying Carlotta. If you're talking in the story, thus far the story is very interesting, and Carlotta is also very interesting, that's for sure. I like her. And in terms of gameplay, same thing. I actually really like her gameplay. It's quite refreshing, and she deals a good amount of damage, like, really. I'm quite impressed with her, even though I don't even have the right set for her. The set I'm using is the former Glacio set, the older one, because I haven't been able to farm proper pieces of the new Echo set for her. And despite that, my Carlotta deals a lot of damage. So overall, I really like it. Plus, it's kind of a change of pace. In terms of, like, you know, between Jinshi and Carlotta, because the gist of it is my teams are basically the same with Jinshi and Carlotta. Either I'm using no, not either. I'm using Jurja and Shorekeeper for both Jinshi and Carlotta, and the fact is that Carlotta is actually easier to play with than Jinshi is. I was using the old one, now I'm doing 2-piece new set, 2-piece old set. She has very strong single target damage. Yes, she does, definitely. Which is great in my opinion. I mean, it really helps. It helped me get 26 stars in the last hour of adversity, which is a new record for me, because previously the maximum stars that I could get was 25. So really nice. Although, to be fair, Camellia also helped. She helped on a couple of fights. To be fair, Camellia is also very strong. But yeah, the point is that I managed to grab more stars thanks to Camellia and now Carlotta. And I do believe that she is in tier 0 in Pride Wins tier list. Makes sense. In my opinion, she is definitely a very strong DPS character. Though I just saw that Twitch is going to launch some ads, so I am going to take a break because I need to go to the restroom as well. I don't usually like to take breaks in the middle of dialogue, but since Twitch is going to start the ads anyways, I might as well take a break at this point, and that way once the ads are gone and once I've gone to the restroom, we can resume back with the story. She's very strong. Yeah, she definitely is very strong. Ah, there you go. The ads are starting, so I'm going to switch scenes to the taking a break scene. That way, is anything, and it also allows me to go to the restroom. No worries, take your time. See you in 3 minutes, more or less. And there we go. And I am back. This break actually came at the right time because my ass was starting to hurt a bit from sitting around. But yeah, we are back and we can continue with the story. But I do need to grab my window so I can have the chat ready. And there we go. Now everything is set up properly so we can continue with the story.
Who are your accomplices? The Fraxidus, the Phisades, and even some of the MONTELLI'S. Am I right?
Interesting, this is one of the few times where we can see her gun in its entirety without moving. Because usually, you know, you only see it when she's using it, like, in a fight, and she's constantly moving in a fight, so we don't really have that many chances to actually take a good look at it. It's very pretty. One of the main reasons I pulled for Carlotta, was just because of the animations, or rather the, what do you call that? The ice/glass effect that she has. I find it very, very pretty. It's always good to stretch every once in a while. Yes, it does do me some good. Especially for the lower back and especially from my ass, because sitting around for a couple of hours can be a bit painful, so stretching is good.
Ahem. Well, I'm afraid I don't understand, Miss Carlotta. It seems you too are lost to madness and hallucination.
But brother, you just attacked us and you're going to claim that we're insane? Wow, seriously, that's your plan? Oh wow, and on top of that, you do know that there are two of us, so is it what, like a collective hallucination? What's your plan here, mate? This does not work one bit. I mostly wanted her signature because I wanted to get a weapon for Chisha. So I just pulled Carlo's tattoo. I see. Ah, so you are playing Chisha. What kind of teams do you play Chisha in? I've never really taken an interest in Chisha as a gameplay character. I like her in the story bits. She's a fun character, but I've never actually taken an interest in her gameplay. Who do you play Chisha with?
If you find yourself confused and desire the Sentinel's guidance, I would gladly arrange a personal pilgrim sale for you.
Oh, I forgot about the pilgrim sale, which I guess is just a sacrifice. So basically, you want her to die.
Ah, so this is how you treat those truth seekers? Banish them in the name of pilgrimage.
Please, lower your weapon. There is still room for discussion, is there not, Miss Carlotta?
Who is that? Are we getting a cutscene? No, never mind.
Stand down. Enough blood has been shed today. Imperator would not revel in senseless sacrifice.
Oh, this is Priest Alessio. I have to admit, I did not recognize him. I recognized the uniform from the Order, but I did not recognize his face. But I see. Of course, he would be there. And hello, Mihai. How are you? Welcome to the stream. What is Brown Dust 2 even about, bro? Brown Dust 2? What are you talking about? The devs just started a live to talk about the next patch, and when I opened the live, the first thing I heard were the devs talking about anime girl feet and how detailed they made the toes. What devs are you talking about? What stream? I'm gonna need more details on that one, Mihai. Because honestly, I don't know any of this. What is Brown Dust 2? Is that the name of the game, Brown Dust 2? Because, yeah, and why would the dev talk about anime girl feet? Why? This is very strange. This is a very strange message you wrote there. I don't know yet, but I just want to build her because I've had her at S6 since the first hour of playing the game. Oh goddamn, you got that many Chishias. I see. I mean, it makes sense, but is she actually good? Because in all honesty, I don't really see how her gameplay can synergize with other characters. I mean, I suppose she could go with Mortefi because Mortefi also boosts fusion damage, but he mostly boosts what do you call that? Fusion damage and heavy attack. Is Chishia's attacks considered heavy attacks? Maybe it could work, I guess. I mean, no, I mean, there is her skill, and then when you use her forte, you are supposed to long press, so it is a charged attack, I think. Or is it a skill? No, I think you're supposed to press, to long press her skill. But I don't know what type of damage is supposed to be considered, so yeah, I don't know if that would be a heavy attack or not. So Mortefi might be an option. But other than that, I mean, maybe Changli, she's fusion as well, but she boosts Resonance Liberation. So I don't really know how that all works. It's skill damage. If it's skill damage, then in that case she would go with Zhezhi, right? Because Zhezhi boosts skill damage just like, and that is why she's paired with Carlotta and Jinshi. So I guess Zhezhi is the one you should be using with Chishiya as well. I mean, for the third slot, of course, you can use Verida, you can use the Shorekeeper, or if you don't have either of those, you can use Baija, because these are the only 3 supports we have in the game. Never mind, we also have Taochi, but not many people use Taochi, to be fair. Brown Doth 2 is a turn-based gacha game. You pull 4 characters that are more fan service than Genshin, ZZZ, Honkai Star Rail, and Wuthering Waves combined, but when you place them on the map, they use them, they're chibi. I see, okay, I see what kind of things you're talking about. I don't know Brown Dust 2 in terms of a game, I've never heard of it. But to be more fan servicey than Genshin, ZZZ, and Honkai Star Rail. I mean, Genshin is not that fan servicey in my opinion. Wuthering Waves is a tiny bit more. No, if I would have to place them in order of non-fan service, it would be Genshin would be first, then Honkai Star Rail, then Wuthering Waves, and the most fan service game out of the list you've listed is probably Zenless Zone Zero, in my opinion. I would play her as a dual DPS with Changli, but I don't have her. That's too bad. Changli is actually pretty good. I mean, she's interesting. And you can slot her in a lot of different teams. I like to play my Changli with Yinlin, because the quick swap between the two is really fun. So if you ever have the chance of pulling for Changli, I would recommend her in my opinion. Brown Dust 2 Adventure RPG. I'm looking it up online. I see children characters, which is not something that I'm overly fond of. The character design in the game seemed rather nice, at least on Google Image. Although I am not going to take a long look at it, but yeah, it seems like a pretty normal game. But what you said about the devs says it says a long thing about them, I guess. The images, at least I found online, were rather nice. They were okay. I will probably run her with Taochi and Spectro Rover because Taochi buffs skill damage and Spectro Rover... Spectro Rover does what? Does he buff anything? I haven't played Spectro Rover since basically 1.0. The gist of it is, as soon as I got my hands on Havoc Rover, I started playing Havoc Rover because they deal a lot of damage, so it made sense to me. But Spectro Rover is... it's kind of a jack of all trades, if I'm not mistaken. It does a little bit of everything. So I guess it could work. It can heal. It can do basically everything you want. I don't like Shangli's playstyle. Ah, I see. Understandable. I mean, if you don't like the playstyle, there is no reason to pull for her then. I personally quite enjoy it, but yeah, I guess to each their own. I didn't finish the sentence, but Spectral Rover can heal. Yes, if I remember correctly, Spectral Rover heals with their Resonance Liberation, right? But do they heal enough? I mean, if you're using Tao Chi has a shield as well, so you should be well protected in general. Though to be fair, I believe that Tao Chi is kind of hard to get her buffs. Like, it's hard to get her outro skill charged up, I think, from my understanding of raiding things online. I haven't actually played a lot of Tao Chi. I have tried her, but not all that much.
The pilgrim's sail is for the transgressors to seek rebirth, not for you to threaten our friends. Repent for your reckless words.
So now you're seeking to talk with us when you brought 4 or 5 guards or echo guards with you?
Forgive me, Brother Alessio.
Ah, honored guest. You have been misinformed, as the truth is not what it seems. My Lord Fenrico has arranged your audience with the Sentinel.
How convenient.
Why not hear the Sentinel's wisdom for yourself?
Of course. If Lord Fenrico is the true Enlightened One.
Aha, I knew it.
However, the prophecy speaks of a maiden as the Enlightened One. Is that why you destroyed the stained glass? To pass Fenrico off as the Enlightened One? So he can seize the Sentinel's power and rule Raguna?
That was my guess from the start.
Oh, you stubborn people of little faith. You've surely been tempted by evil and swallowed its lies. Lord Fenrico is the undeniable Enlightened One and will guide us all.
I mean, for him to be the undeniable Enlightened One, you would have to have some proof, although you don't show proof, you're just having some kind of faith. So yeah, overall I was in the right, I guess. The Order is a corrupt religious movement.
Well, I see no point in debating doctrine with you. Let's move on to a more concrete subject. Now, Miss Carlotta, which one do you think is more important to the Montelli family? Is it profit or bloodline?
So I suppose you tempted the Montelli family traitors with profit, instead of them supposedly focusing on bloodline. With the Discord weapon, she gets 8 Concerto energy at R1 when using her skill, and I can quick swap with Rover to Concerto match. I see, okay. I guess that would alleviate her issues in terms of building Concerto energy, though to be fair, I haven't seen that many teams with Tao Chi in them. I do believe, technically speaking, you can also use Tao Chi for Jinshi or stuff like that. And I guess you could use her for Carlotta as well. So I suppose it could work, but am I mistaken, or is Tao Chi's buff very short? Because some characters buff for like 14 seconds, whereas others buff for a slightly longer duration. So you would have to see whether or not Tao Chi's buff would run long enough for Qixia to actually take full advantage of it. I don't know the exact math on that, so I guess testing will have to do. You will have to test things out.
That's Uncle Capello's pendant. What did you do to him?
Ah, so did he kidnap him, or is Capello, my bad, with them? I had theorized earlier that he might be part of the traitors, because apparently there is an important person in the Montelli family who is a traitor, and the only important person we know is Uncle Capolo, so it is 14 seconds. Okay, so you would have to, in theory, you have to switch Tauchi to Rover, and then Rover to Chixia. Or I suppose you could do Rover to Tauchi and then Tauchi to Chixia. It would make it easier for you to use the full buff effect. Judge's buff is also 14 seconds? Really? I thought it was longer than that. Huh. I suppose I was mistaken then. I guess no, the only one who has a longer duration buff would be the Shorekeeper, I think. Other than her, the others must be 14 seconds as well. I guess. Probably. But if that's the case, I suppose you have plenty of time. Especially if in your rotation you go from Tauchi straight to Chixia and start with the Rover and then Tauchi and then Chixia. Then you have all the buffs. Although I don't know what the Spectral Rover buffs. Does he give any buff with his Ultra skill?
Good question. What did we do indeed? Quite a faithful one he was.
Was? Why did you say was?
Wouldn't hand over this pendant. The emblem of his faith. But we managed to persuade him.
Mm-hmm.
Whether he should be deemed faithful now depends entirely on your actions. And you know what will become of him if we decide his devotion is weak and unworthy.
And this is why I hate religious organizations. They're always the same, at least, in games and stories. And to be fair, even in the real world, they were once like that. I don't know about nowadays, because they don't hold as much power as they once had, but yeah, it pisses me off. He doesn't give any buffs, but I would build him somewhat as a DPS while still being a healer. I suppose you could try and use the Moonlit Cloud set. I think it's the name of it. The old energy regen set, because when you swap to the next character, you give a 24% bonus to attack, I think. But I don't remember if it's only for the next resonator that comes into field or if it's for someone else. But that would perhaps change your rotation as well. But maybe that could help. I don't know enough about the new sets. Maybe there is a better set that is now in the game. I don't know all the other sets. The only new one I know is the Glacial one, since I needed it for Carlotta, so I did look it up. But the other ones, I don't really understand what they do, because the devs actually added some new type of effect from inflicting some kind of what do you call that? Elemental damage on the opponents. Like there is something called Spectral Frazzle, and there are others, but I don't really remember the name of each one of them. I don't really know how you trigger them. I don't remember everything. I did read the tutorial, but it kind of just went into one ear and out of the next of the other one, so there is that to take into account. But yeah, there are some new effects in place now. So, I don't know. Fun fact, in Romania we have a candy called camel balls, and it's meant to be sour gum. Why would you call that camel balls? Why would anyone want to eat camel balls? I guess, technically speaking, some people probably do, I suppose. You have some very strange things in Romania, Mihai. I'm using the Rejuvenating Glow set to use the Fallacy. That's actually a good idea, yeah, because you would regenerate more Concerto energy on the Spectral Rover, and you would have some more healing, because his healing is not that strong, but if you're using him specifically for that, okay, that makes sense. And the heron only buffs the next resonator. Okay, that's... Oh, it's the heron, so it's not just the moonlit cloud set, it's the heron itself, I suppose. Okay. Well, that would complicate your rotation, I suppose. Just look up Camel Balls Gum and look at the packaging. Do I actually want to look at that? Do I want to? Camel Balls Candy, okay. I have found it. Oh, wow. Oh, God. Yeah, no, I'm not showing that on stream. But, yeah, yeah, you can clearly see the camel balls. But what's the... Why would it be called that? Like, you could have called that anything else. Why would you be calling it that? It has nothing to do with camel balls, I guess. So why?
My actions. What do you want me to do?
Why not? Because it's strange. I don't mean to be judgmental over Romanian culture, but you have some very strange traditions, I suppose. That between the camel balls gum and what you said during the other stream, I don't remember when it was, if it was yesterday or the day before, or the stream before that. But you know, the tradition of smacking your ass or grabbing your balls inside within family members and stuff like that. Yeah, you have a weird fascination with balls in Romania, I guess. I mean, I'm only taking that conclusion, or rather going with that conclusion out of two little facts that you mentioned.
Raise your weapon, faithful Carlotta. Choose wisely now. Where shall you aim? Whose heart will taste your bullet?
Oh, I guess he wants her to kill us. I see. Well, that's not nice.
Good. You are a smart one, Miss Carlotta.
Yes, she is so smart that she's actually not going to kill us. I can say so with confidence.
Carlotta?
Ah, come on, Rover, don't be surprised.
I'm sorry. Even though the time we shared was very memorable.
Excellent. It appears you've made the right choice, as any true Ragganese would. Honoring blood and faith alike. Pull the trigger. End this transgressor's life. The Sentinel shall host a supreme banquet for you in the high heavens.
Can I just grab a gun and put a bullet in his head? Because that would make me very happy.
Farewell. And may you meet your friends where it all ends.
Sorry, mate, Carlotta likes us. Well, the game is trying to make us think that she doesn't, apparently. Oh, what was that? Ooh, nice one, Carlotta.
You've disappointed me, Miss Carlotta.
Wouldn't it be very easy for us to just defeat the guards he has around him and just beat the crap out of him? Because honestly, that's all I want to do.
There's a saying in Raguna, even the finest bullet can miss. It was only a mistake.
So be it. I shouldn't question your faith over such a mishap. It is, after all, insignificant in the grand scheme of the divinity.
It would, yes, but that would be too easy. Yes, but it would be also very satisfying.
Let us bear witness to the moment divine wrath descends from the heavens.
Hopefully it will descend upon your stupid face.
That was close. I really thought the bullet was coming for us. So, was it all part of your plan?
We were improvising.
Then you two sure have great chemistry. Anyway, those bad guys are still after us. So let's get out of here.
Avoid the
Didn't Carlotta
attacks.
say
Oh.
something about an island up north? Let's go check it out.
I mean, sure, but I don't like the objective. Avoid the attacks and find a way through the wailing ascent. I want to attack them. I want to.
Can you keep up?
I want to fight them. I don't like them. The gum might have a weird name, but it's good. I mean, I don't doubt it. Many food items have strange names, but are still good to eat. But it's still kind of strange, you know. Who eats these things? Are they aimed for children, I suppose? Because I don't see adults wanting to eat camel balls. I think. Maybe. So I think, yes, it is for children. Okay. Makes more sense, but goddamn. That shows you what little they think of the children in Romania. In all honesty, you can see with these types of products what they think of the children there. And it's not a good image in my opinion. Romania in general has weird snacks. I will post them in general. Sure, you do that. I'll take a look at them later on. An ancient stone tablet worn by the passage of time. It bears inscriptions in the ancient Renacita language, faintly legible. A prophecy, perhaps. Once whole, the divinity was rent by warring creeds. From their holy wounds sprang the curse of dark tide. Though the woes of Renacita yet endure, the shattered divinity hath chosen their herald. On the grandest of days, the maiden crowned with a golden laurel shall commune with the divinity. Thus she becomes the prophesied enlightened one, through whom Renacita's woes shall end. Then the divinity shall return to its true form, and Renacita, under its glory, shall be a paradise free of suffering. Oh, right. Now, I know we've read this already. Well, we haven't read it, but Carlotta spoke of it already. But it was kind of a refresher for my memory, especially because I wanted to talk about that before getting interrupted by dear friend Alessio there. And the reason I wanted to mention it is because this story actually reminds me of what happened with Jue and Jinshi. Jinshi had to do something with Jue in order to make Jue whole again, in order for Jue to no longer be injured, kind of like healing them in a way. So maybe we are waiting for a blessed maiden to do exactly the same thing with Imperator, and that is what they meant by making the divinity whole again. That would be my my little theory here. But it's interesting that two different sentinels that are in two different countries suffer from the same kind of issue.
Can you keep up?
Wait, I see something. I guess this is what I see.
Quickly and swiftly.
No! No, leave me alone. Oh, oh, wait. I have a friend? Ah, never mind. It's not a friend. For a second there, since I couldn't see the HP bar of the second Vitrian Dancer, I thought, ouch.
I'm so tired.
That was a lot of damage. My poor Jinshi, my poor Jojo did not deserve that.
Still recognize me? Brilliance lights the way.
There we go. What was I going to do? Wait. Where is it? I can see something on my map. Oh, it's supposed to be down. Never mind, it's supposed to be on my...
Can you keep up?
No! Where is it? It's supposed to be on the same level as me. And it's supposed to be right in front of me, yet I can't see anything. So I guess it is probably down somewhere. I don't like it. But I can grab this one. Thank you. That's one more. Oh god, game. Stop lagging, please. I still don't know what these doors do. I will mark it. So, wait, there is a door. And No. Wait. No. Add. There we go. And another one. I guess I'll mark it with a diamond? No, a star. Let's go with a star. There we go. That way I'll try to come back here and explore the region again. Go up to the door and open it? It's a puzzle? Oh, I see. Overflowing palette. What is this? These collapsed morph paintings drain frequencies and energy from their surroundings to maintain their forms, causing the minerals, plants, and even animals nearby to lose their vibrancy and color. These absorbed colors transform into chaotic color blocks, and on the overflowing palette, adjust all the blocks into a designated color will restore the environment's former vibrancy. What? Select a color on the right and apply it to the blocks on the palette to the left. The new color will spread to all connected blocks of the same color. Different overflowing palettes have different move limits. Plan your moves carefully to return the land to its former vibrancy. I did not understand what this thing was. Select the color and dye the blocks of different colors with it. Dye all the blocks to match the target color. Turn all the... Oh, view the target... Okay. Okay, now I understand. So I have an objective is to turn everything blue. And I can only do it in 3 moves. Make all colors the same. Okay, yeah. It was a very complicated, in my opinion, the tutorial was a very complicated way of saying turn everything the same kind of color. So, anyway, I only have 3 moves to do that. Interesting. How am I supposed to do that? I guess blue is the color that I'm going to select. This will turn everything, right? But I can't... Yeah, no, this is not going to work because I only have 1 move left and I have way too many things. So no, let's reset. How would one do this? Wait. What if I were to turn you? But then the red ones would be annoying. Because then my idea was to do this. And the problem is I can't color the red ones. Like if I do this, yeah, I've run out of thingies. How to... Wait. Oh no, I'm an idiot. I can turn the green into red. You can turn the green... Yeah. That's what I realized right after. Okay, great. Yay! I like this puzzle. It's interesting. It's not that complicated, but I'd rather not have complicated puzzles in my opinion. Wait. A call from an unknown contact. What could it be? Hey, is it Rover? I hope I finally reached the right person. Yes, speaking. And you are? Hello, I'm Vida, running a modest business in Egla Town. Have you come across these paintings of vibrant colors standing in a dreary field in the wild? As if the world around it has lost its color? Sure, it seems you've encountered them already. The Pioneer Association refers to those tattered discords as overflowing palettes, and the areas they affect are known as faded zones. Such strange phenomena have quietly spread throughout Rinasita, leaving ordinary people completely helpless. Well, I've just restored the spot. Wait, you did? I knew you were the right person to talk to. Please, find me in Egla Town when you have a moment. I have a favor to ask you, and we can discuss the details when we meet. The call has ended. Just woke up and already hear you guys chatting. Wait a minute. This person seems suspicious. How does she know your contact details? For I am the famous Rover. I just wanted to say it because it was stupid, but... Wait, what kind of quest is this? Oh, it's a tutorial quest. Okay, I have several of them that I did not start because I was more focused on the actual main quest. Well, there are tons of the palette thingies. Okay, good. I will do those later on. I will explore those later on. I have found others. I believe some of the other question marks that I placed were some of these doors as well. So I'll do them later on. But I still have no idea where to get the resonance casket that is supposed to be here. I guess it's probably... Wait, let me check the map for a second. I guess maybe there could be an entrance somewhere here. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, sometimes I ask questions that are quite stupid. There is an entrance. It is... Wait. It's right there, and it allows me to get in. There you go. I found my answer. I'll grab that later on. It's not really that important, but at least now I know.
Can you keep up?
Pass the Wailing Ascent. And wait, the objective was avoid the attacks.
Something huge is coming at us. Watch its flames. Quick, get to that clearing.
What the heck? Is this a boss? Right, I remember seeing this thing in the live stream. Avoid the attacks and find a way through the thingies. Well, I don't think I can... Or did I avoid the attacks?
Leave it to me.
Wait, no, I have to defeat these guys.
Descends.
I don't really like this view. Ouch.
Bad timing.
I don't like this view. No. This is not a view for fighting.
Show begins. One with the sounds.
Okay. I won. Ah, thank you. Give me back my camera, please. Oh god, no. The game froze. Okay, we're back. Please don't... No! No! Not this view.
Leave it to me.
No. I don't like this view.
One with the sounds.
Okay, there we go. Did we make it? I guess so. Oh, no, never mind, we didn't. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Okay. I don't like when the game does not allow me, oh god, to control my what do you call that, my own camera. But oh god, okay.
Leave it to me.
Okay, I shall not be afraid, never.
Endure and defy. None shall whisper. One with the sounds.
Ouch. I'm going to grab some lunch. I don't know if I'll be back, so good luck with the story and have fun and stay hydrated. Thank you very much. And as we say in France, bon appétit. Have a nice lunch. I hope you enjoy your meal. Oh, we actually have a cutscene. God damn, Abby is stronger than a dragon? Ah, never mind, she's not. I thought she was, but no, never mind. Why is it flashing like that? What? Ah! it's Rokia, I think, or Rokia. I don't remember how you pronounce the name. Right, you were the girl stuck inside the case who was too shy to come out.
Don't be scared. Paro is just saying hi. She seems to fancy you.
Are you though? So yeah, you are part of Brent's crew, right? At least I think so. If you say so. Alright, send 7 photos in general. Let me grab Discord for a second. Oh right, it's no longer open because I restarted my computer. My bad. Come on, Discord, you can do this. I believe in you. Never mind. You can't do this for some reason. Ah, there we go. What the? A lolly pipe. Raleigh roadkill? The heck is... Round up. Oh, I guess cigarette bubblegums? Lay's fried pickles with ranch? What? Cheddar bacon mac and cheese Lay's? Kettle cooks? And the famous camel balls. Extra sour. Liquid filled. Thank you. Thank you for the details on the ad. But what is wrong with what is wrong with Romania? Like seriously, like trolley road kills. So I guess these are just animals that look like they've been run over by a truck or some kind? And you eat that as a candy? God damn it. What is wrong with you, Romania?
I'm not exactly one for formal introductions, Paro.
Hello. Pharaoh to you as well.
I know this isn't the first time seeing them.
Wait. Demo ban. Right. No, I can allow it. There we go. We are a Balkan country, basically worse than rednecks. I see that. I see that. You, you know what? At least it's fun. You know, it's interesting. I know this is the first time. No, wait, what? I know this isn't the first time seeing them. The talking box. Yeah, no, I remember you. Your voice sounds familiar.
Hello, I'm Ochia. We've met before on Brand's ship. I was in this box.
Rochia. So that's how she pronounced it, right? I think so, at least. And not a strange thing to say at all, you know. I was inside a box. Why? I guess it's because she's kind of shy or something like that. But strangely enough, she does not have the voice of a child, in my opinion. At least from the little bit I just heard, she felt more like an adult than she felt like a child.
This is Paro, the actual owner of the box. Paro takes good care of me and lets me hang out in it all the time.
Well, maybe not an adult, let's not exaggerate things, but she doesn't sound as young as she looks. Or rather, technically, I guess she is a medium-sized character and not like a chibi one. Well, there are no chibi ones, but like, she's not Verena, for instance, or Encore. Okay.
I've never seen Paro warm up to someone so quickly. It must be something in your frequency that it finds interesting.
Well, I'm glad it's interested in me, I guess.
Anyway, what brings you to this beach? It's not exactly a place for a stroll.
Well, I've been attacked by a priest. No, wait. If we go before that, I've been attacked by echoes. I've been attacked by the guards at the Avarardo Bank Vault. Then I've been attacked by a priest. Then I've been attacked by a dragon. And now I'm here. So, yeah, I'm not taking a stroll. I'm not here by choice. You explain what happened to Rochia, which is exactly what I just did, I guess.
So you were attacked by that dragon and fell off the bridge?
I have indeed. Is Abby okay, though? She took a big hit from the dragon.
I'm guessing it was Abby who saved you. It probably exhausted itself and retreated back into your body to rest.
Well, thank you. Rochia seems to know more about Abby and how she works than I do, which is great. But nice. At least now we know that Abby's okay, because I was worried about the hit she took from what do you call that? From the dragon. But no, apparently that hit was okay. It just exhausted itself. Oh, so they refer to Abby as it and not as a she. I mean, for me, Abby is mostly a female name, but I guess maybe not. And in this case, I guess technically speaking, Abby is actually an echo, so it would make sense. But I've been calling her, well, I've been calling it she, her, out of habit, especially because in French we do not have an it. We do not have a neutral thing, so I'm used to calling things by either male or female gender in a way, because that's how we do things in French. But I will try my best to respect Abby's own pronouns, I suppose.
I can still sense Abby's frequency, even if it's faint.
Oh, thank God. At first, when she said it's faint, I actually read it's faint before she actually said it. And I was like, wait, does that mean that Abby's dying? Well, technically speaking, I guess she is. It is. My bad. But still.
What triggered Abby to come out? Something it could absorb? But then, why didn't it work?
So Abby tried to absorb the hit, not just protect us, but I guess in a way it was to eat?
That dragon's behavior is odd. It never leaves its territory.
What is that dragon?
Long ago, this place was a sacred spot for the Order's pilgrims. Then, the dark tide hit, and all those reverberations left behind twisted things up. The remnant clouds from the Sea of Clouds drew hordes of tacit discords here. Now, their whispers fill the air, turning this once holy place of pilgrimage into the penitent's end.
Oh wait, is this where they send the so-called the pilgrimage sail or something like that? Is this where they send these people?
This Dragon of Dirge is a local tacit discord. It grows by feeding on the others.
So I was right that pilgrim's sail is essentially a sacrifice. You're leading people to their death. Because if you're sending them into a place where there are many tacit discords, including a freaking dragon, you probably expect them to die. So, well done on the Order. Once again, a religious organization killing people, innocent people, just because they disagree with them. It bothers me very much.
We were supposed to pick you up like Miss Carlotta planned, but things went sideways.
So this was all planned by Carlotta, I see. I mean, she wanted us to get to the island, but I didn't know she had planned something with Brent.
Wants to show you? Lies somewhere on the Isle.
So I guess it's time to explore the Isle.
But this is not the best place to talk.
Never mind.
The mist is thickening, and rain is coming.
Is it normal rain or is it retroact rain? Because these are not the same things.
The mist is dangerous here. It traps reverberations, and when it collects enough, they quickly form into tacit discords.
Oh, So basically, this is a tacit Discord factory.
The captain, Brant, he went into the mist to rescue people, but he hasn't returned. We think he might be in danger. I plan to go find him. Once I'm in the mist, my frequency will draw the creepies and crawlies away, so you'll be safer here.
I'm not really willing for a child to sacrifice themselves for me, but thank you. And never mind, she's not medium-sized, given the very stark difference in their line of sight. Like, seriously. No, never mind, she is a child.
Just in case, take this to mask your frequency and defend yourself.
Oh, thank you, whatever it is. But she does sound less like a child than like someone like Encore, for instance.
Fireworks pistol. One shot and it'll send the tacit discords packing.
Wait, can the rover change weapons? I like it, thank you.
It's easy to use. You want to see the upgraded version? Ta-da! Magnum fireworks pistol.
Oh, that's not a catalyst, a rectifier. Wait, could we use a rectifier as well? That would be
Use it to
insane.
protect yourself. Our troop will bring you to our base soon and tell you the truth we've uncovered. I'll join you once I find Brant.
I want to see the truth for myself. I can hold my own on a fight. I can't let a child do this alone.
Don't worry. I know this place inside out. For a first-timer, though, it might be a bit much. Alright, fine. It's better you see it for yourself. I'll be glad you don't have to fend for yourself alone. See that lighthouse?
Nope.
It's the only safe place in the mist. We'll head there. Brant might have taken shelter there too.
Oh, this is actually a lighthouse. I see. Doesn't look like one.
Once we find him, we'll find the truth you're after.
And this is the start of Act 3. Okay.
The area up ahead is where the sea mist is thickest.
Wait, no. Wait,
Try to
no.
avoid the dark phantoms in the mist.
No.
They could turn into tacit discords at any moment.
Game, you can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. I had plans to start Act 3 in tomorrow. I can't start it right now. Oh god. Wait, before I say anything more, I'm actually curious about her gameplay. Interesting. And what is this? Okay, I wonder if this is capable of, what do you call that? Of grouping up characters. Oh, what? I see. Interesting. And now what does this do?
Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
Okay. This is a very strange gameplay. I'm not really, in the know, or rather I'm not entirely sure I understand it, but she is Havoc. I see. That's certainly interesting, but I don't really need another Havoc damage dealer, so I probably won't be pulling for her. I believe she's coming up in the second part of this patch. No, I don't think I'm going to pull for her. I'll keep my Camellia. She's nice. She's nice enough. But yeah, the fact is that I wanted to do Act 3 tomorrow. That way I can just do it, perhaps not in one go. I don't really know. That will depend. But let me see. Can I just teleport away? Cannot fast travel with a trial character. So does that mean that I'm stuck here as long as I don't... I can't... Okay, I don't like it. Can I dismiss the trial? No. Okay, fine. Okay, we'll keep going for a tiny bit, at least until we can get rid of Rochia. I guess it's kind of mean saying it like that, but I guess we have to go on for a bit. But the problem is we have an ad break coming up, which is kind of problematic because I'm thinking of ending stream right after we manage to get rid of this trial character. That way we can actually properly do Act 3 once it's once we have the time tomorrow. That way we can actually progress through Act 3. Me no likey. Let's see, can I snooze you? I guess I can. Did it not snooze? It did not snooze. Snooze. I said snooze. No, snooze. There we go. I snoozed it. Okay, hopefully I can go through this quickly. And it would have been perfect to end the stream before the ads would roll.
Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
It's an interesting gameplay. I have to admit, her gameplay is kind of fun. Obtain Carlotta, sure. I think I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh god. Goodbye, dragon. Right, no, the Carlotta are things that you use for puzzles. Yes, of course, there are enemies here. There we go. Okay, I suppose I have to fight you. That's fine, be that way.
Surprise! Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
She deals quite a lot of damage, to be honest.
Mamma mia! Avanti!
She does group, I think. Huh, that's actually interesting. Oh no, I actually like her gameplay. No, don't do that to me, game. Don't make me like a character that I don't intend to pull. I guess I need another one. Find a way through the mist. Yeah, I need to find another one of these thingies that I found earlier to break this. Oh, it's right there.
Tacit discords.
More of them. Well, I guess it's time to try out her burst.
What? I can't control my forte.
Mamma mia! Avanti! Figurati!
And apparently the rover can't call
The high
his
levels of
forte.
corrupted remnant energy in the mist are disrupting our frequency stability. I can help with that. See, fighting here is a bad idea. Let's just try to avoid any threats for now.
Interesting. Wait, does that mean that I can't fight with other... No, I can fight with other resonators. There we go. Oh, I see. I did not plan on on swimming in this thing. It looks filthy. It looks like there is petrol in there.
Play with me. Look for me.
Don't worry. They're just reverberations. Potential tacit discords in the making.
Come. Play with me.
Oh.
Look for me. I'm here.
Wait. Touch again. Over here. Come to me. I'd rather not, but I suppose I don't really have a choice. Wait, was that the dragon? I thought I saw a wing, a big one at that. Yep, it was him. Okay. Oh, I like its antlers. I like the colors on him. He reminds me of the, what was it? The silver dragon with blue eyes or something like that. It was called, I don't remember exactly. You know, the cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! There was one with silver and blue eyes, and the other one was
this way because it sensed the dragon?
Red with, or rather black with red eyes, I think. It was something like that. I don't remember. I believe, yeah, in French it was called white white dragon with blue eyes and black dragons with red eyes. That was the exact name. It's an exact translation, word for word, I mean. So I don't know if that was actually the proper name in English, but yeah, never mind.
Possibly. Phantoms are sensitive to frequencies, so navigating the mist is second nature for them.
The game isn't over. Here, come quickly.
I think I figured out what they're doing. We'll be out of the mist soon.
Okay, that would be nice because I sincerely need to get out of the mist. I will need to snooze the ads once again. Continue to follow the golden path. I can certainly do that, yes. Oh, there is a boat. But it doesn't look like like Brent's boat, to be fair. Although, well, Brent's boat is not really a boat. Oh, hello.
Ah, Rochia, you found me.
And you are?
I'll always find you, but maybe don't do this again next time.
So you know them.
Why? Isn't this your favorite game? I wanted to play with you.
I know, but as your friend, I worry about your safety.
My friend?
You're friends with an Echo?
Excuse me. Are you Rochia's friend?
I guess. A new one? Yes, I am. Sure, why not?
Ah, how wonderful.
Ah, goddammit, does that mean that now that Echo wants to play with us as well?
You're not alone anymore, Rochia.
Yes, I have friends now.
Congratulations, I suppose. I still can't grab a screenshot properly. Yeah, no. As soon as I press the button, things go awry.
I'm so happy for you.
Oh, wait, I have another... never mind, I can't. I wanted to try something else to take a screenshot without triggering the UI, but I can't do it.
All is well.
Fly. Fly to the high heavens. We are born free, and our souls will soar even in death.
What exactly are these phantoms?
Golden phantoms are reverberations, mixed with the frequencies left behind by people who've passed away.
So they are not actually... they are neither tacit discords nor echoes, but they are kind of closer to echoes than tacit discord. I mean... I guess golden phantoms are another thing entirely, maybe.
When someone dies, the reverberations linger. Usually, they merge into the same cacophony of frequencies that spawns tacit discords.
Ah, okay. That makes sense. I understand now. But I will mention, she does not have the voice of a child.
But sometimes, a trace of their final will remains. And the mist shapes this into phantoms.
I mean, her voice sounds young, but not as young as, like, as I mentioned before, Encore or Verena. Which I personally enjoy. I mean, I like Encore and Verena as characters, and their voice actors are very good. But usually, yeah, children have high-pitched voices, which are not really my kind of thing.
This lingering will helps the phantoms resist becoming tacit discords, and instead guide the lost through the mist.
Interesting, so you can resist becoming a tacit discord. I think we saw that with the soldiers in Jian's story quest. I think it was kind of the same principle.
If the mist clears, they'll vanish. If the mist lingers, their fate is sealed. It will only be a matter of time before they merge with other reverberations and become tacit discords. Their final frequencies tend to cling to certain objects. Like this Lucianite here. I collect them as proof that they once lived.
That sounds sad. And she...
Otherwise, the dragon will devour every last trace of their frequency.
She really doesn't sound like a child, or rather, and right now I'm not talking about the voice itself, I'm talking about the way she speaks, like the phrases, the sentences she uses, what she says, etc. I feel like maybe she has matured before her years, or whatever the expression is.
The mist is thinning. That stranded ship ahead looks like...
Looks like what? No, I still have a trial character. I can't move away. No. Wait, I have to snooze ads again. No. I said snooze ads again. Snooze. There we go. Please free me, game. Allow me to quit you.
Why is it here?
Oh, yeah, okay. I see.
In Raguna, those who break the law are sent to the Order Tribunal for sentencing. Those who violate the sacred doctrines are branded as fools and sent away on the pilgrim's sail.
Yep. So, as I mentioned before, they are sent here to die.
It's said that when the first dark tide ravaged Renacida, the first Primus followed the currents on a rickety boat and met the Sentinel in person. That's where the pilgrim's sail tradition came from.
Yeah, it's just giving them a false hope of finding the Sentinel, but in truth you're just sending them to die.
Now the fools retrace the Primus's journey, reflecting on their mistakes along the way. There's a strong undercurrent around this isle, likely caused by that first dark tide. It drags all pilgrim sails here unless the ship's course is altered.
Did the passengers all drown?
No reverberations on the ship, nor in the mist.
Were they eaten by the dragon?
The people must have escaped.
Ah, good.
But with the mist this thick, we need to stay on guard. This way. Head to the lighthouse. I hear the sounds of fighting. Watch out. Tacit discords are gathering.
Looks like our brief intermission is over. Time to let the ghosts have their moment on stage.
I hear a Brett. Brent, sorry.
The battle ignite our souls.
Wait, is that Brant?
Only Brant would call them ghosts with that kind of flair. It must be him. But I can't tell where he is in the mist. Anyway, let's deal with the trouble here first before we go look for him.
Not gonna lie, her gameplay is kind of fun. Ah, she left.
The show's
yes.
over, ghosts. Time to take your final bow.
Yes, I would like to take my final bow for this stream, but this game is not letting me. Why? I guess we can end after this conversation, but I can no longer snooze the ads, so I'm sorry. In 2 minutes and 41 seconds, there will be some ads on Twitch.
Watch your back.
A marvelous shot. You've earned your stripes, first mate.
You're welcome. But if you tilted your head just 10 centimeters to the left, it wouldn't have been the Discord's head that got popped. It'd be yours.
Or, you know, you could just not shoot.
Not on your watch. Besides, fortune always smiles on me. Except in bets.
I should introduce you to Aventurine.
And we've crossed paths with the rover again. Can't get luckier than that.
We shouldn't have let him get caught up in this mess. He was worried about us and insisted on coming.
Is that so? Then our gratitude to you is even greater for your timely aid.
We're all alive, that's what's count. It wouldn't even be... I wouldn't even be here if it weren't for that dragon. That's fair enough, but I'm happy that everyone's alive.
To find the brightest truth, one must delve into the deepest shadows. Such bravery deserves to be hailed, my friend.
Where is everyone on the pilgrim's sail?
I was patrolling the coast earlier when I saw their ship drifting into the mist. Time was against us, so I departed alone without alerting the crew.
Thank you.
Don't be afraid. You're safe with us. You've got some skill, you know, holding your own for so long in the trial against the Tacit Discords.
And not gonna lie, this NPC looks good.
Trial? I don't buy into the Order's nonsense. I've worked hard all my life and stayed true to the Order's teachings about forsaking earthly pleasures for divine favor. And what do I get in return? Heavier taxes. When pirates ransacked my merchant fleet, leaving me with nothing, I turned to the Order for help. They said it was a divine trial and left me to rot. I stood before the Sentinel statue, asking if my suffering was really their will. But all I got was silence. Why should I wait for peace in the afterlife when I could be living for today? How is that a crime? As for salvation, I don't believe in it. And I certainly don't need it.
Well, it's just because your order is corrupt from the core.
Here's a proposal. How about joining our troop? We are wanderers adrift upon the seas. Or perhaps you're more familiar with the name, the Troop of Fools?
Wait, does that mean that Brent and the others were all called fools? Or rather, they had a trial, they were found guilty, branded as fools, and then had to go on this pilgrim sail, and they founded their troop because they all survived somehow.
The Troop of Fools? Could it be?
Yes, we are, like you, by the Order's decree, marked as fools.
Ah, so I suppose I just got my answer.
Fools on the pilgrim sail often meet their demise in a storm, or they're swallowed by the waves. Even if they do survive, they still face hunger, thirst, and the unforgiving wrath of nature. Maybe it's luck that brought you here so swiftly. And unharmed at that. Look around. This is all that remains of the pilgrim sail. This is always their final destination, where the fools meet their end.
Is this the truth Carlotta spoke of?
Yes, the pilgrimage is nothing but a banishment in disguise. The path to salvation they speak of doesn't exist.
Otherwise, how could this once sacred place now look like such a hellish wasteland?
Wait. Sacred place? No wonder the others were talking about it on the ship. They believed the Order's promise that prayers at the sacrificial arena would grant them forgiveness. They must be heading up the mountain now.
I have a feeling this is where you find the dragon, and that means that these guys are just being eaten by the dragon right now.
I didn't expect their faith to lead them that far.
If only they knew it was just one of the Order's lies.
Captain! First mate! We're here to help!
Oh, hello guys.
More hands make light work. I called in some help to escort him back to the base once the mist cleared.
Ah, the first mate's foresight is unmatched. Then the three of us can head up the mountain. But beware, my friend. By the end of this pilgrimage, you will witness the Order's cruelest deceit. The dangers ahead will only intensify.
That's what I'm here for. No time for doubt, lives are at stake. Got a score to settle with the dragon anyway. Hey, that is what I'm here for.
Please, save them. I hope it's not too late.
Don't worry. There's more to our troop than you think. This wing ray can fly us up the mountain. You two go first. You'll find I'm very convenient to bring along.
I guess so.
All right then. All hands, prepare to ascend.
Yes! Now I can stop. Optional, get there by grappling onto the wing ray. I shall do that tomorrow, because I want to do the quest tomorrow. Let me see, is there any way for me? No, I can't see any teleport waypoints, unfortunately. Ah, but I can teleport to this thing, I guess, for this one. Fast travel, fast travel. Okay, so I can easily fast travel to these places and continue the story onwards there. And now I can teleport freely. Great. So, as I mentioned, we are going to continue this tomorrow, but since I have no idea how long the Act 3 is going to be, I'd rather end things here and start fresh tomorrow, because we've already been streaming for 3.5 hours, and I'd rather not go on for 5 or 6. I feel like 3.5 hours is pretty good. So, we'll end things here. Let me switch scenes to the just yapping scene. There we go. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna yap for that long here because I've said everything I have to say. The gist of it is being that we are going to start Act 3 properly tomorrow. Although technically speaking, I suppose we've already started, but it was not my intention. The game would not let me be and just end. Well, I suppose I could have quit the game, but then I wouldn't have been able to do my dailies tomorrow because I couldn't teleport away unless I were to just walk all the way back to wherever I need to go for the dailies. Never mind, I can't do that because if I had to cross the ocean between Rinasita and Huanglong for like some kind of daily quest or something like that, no way in hell I could have done that. Never mind, that was not an option. Never was. Anyway, what was I going to say? This was a lovely stream. I certainly enjoyed the quest. I didn't really feel rushed because Satoru told me that he felt like it was rushed, but then he revised his statement. I personally did not feel like it was rushed. I felt like it was honestly pretty good, pretty intriguing, pretty interesting, kind of infuriating, but not in the bad sense. I am infuriated with Priest Alessio, I believe is his name, and the general order, or rather the order in general, that religious group is something that it pisses me off, basically, that some religious institutions sometimes use their power to manipulate people and do whatever they want with them. And just, it shows a kind of corruption, because I have nothing against faith and believing in whatever you want to believe, but it's oftentimes you find issues in religious groups because the greed of some is going to corrupt whatever faith there is, and they use the innocent people's faith against them in order to gain more power, more money, more whatever they want. And people using other people in that manner and taking advantage of them, selling them false hope, like for instance with this pilgrim sale, telling them that they will find redemption or whatever, when in fact they are just going to find a dragon who is going to eat them. To me, it feels bad, you know? So yeah, I am kind of angry with that side of the story, but not in the sense that it's bad. On the contrary, it's well written, because these things have happened in the real world many times. I mean, corruption is something that exists everywhere. It's not just in some religious institutions, it's also in governments, in corporations and stuff like that. You know, it exists. It is just a fact of life, I suppose. Some people can't control their greed. But yeah, this pisses me off in the sense that, it makes me feel something, which I guess is good. It means that the story is working as intended, in the sense that a story is supposed to make you feel some things. And I feel angry on behalf of the Regnazes, because I feel like they shouldn't be treated that way. And I like the fact that we spend a lot of quality time with several of the characters. Like, we spent a lot of time with Zani. We spent a less big amount of time with Carlotta, but I suppose Carlotta is, number one, going to come back into the story. And number two, the first few things that we've seen with her were meant to show us how mysterious she was and stuff like that. So I expect more of Carlotta later on, probably, most likely, I think. But overall, I like the fact that we spend time with Zani, for instance, because Izani, in all honesty, she does not have any kind of relevance to the main plot. She was just there, kind of. She was just brought along because she was supposed to be our bodyguard. But still, since she is a playable character, I like the fact that we get to spend time with her and get to understand her as a character. Because we've seen that basically she is willing to do whatever is needed to be done. For her job, basically, but she also has some nuance, I suppose, in the sense that she is professional and she will do what needs to be done, but at the same time, if she doesn't need to do something or if she doesn't need to know something, she just won't care. She just it's fine by her, and I like her personality overall. It was very interesting, so that is definitely something that I enjoyed. Likewise with Carlotta. Carlotta is more like a waifu, I guess, in the way she's written, but she's also very interesting, very intriguing. I feel like she fills the role of Jinshi in a way, kind of. But I mean, maybe it's just recency bias, but I prefer Carlotta thus far. I mean, to be fair as well, the first part of the 1.0 story was not that great. I did not particularly enjoy the clues that Jinshi left for us. It felt kind of unnecessary in a way. It just bloated the story for no reason, in my opinion. This is just an opinion, by the way. But yeah, so yeah, I don't want to really compare the two. It wouldn't be fair, I think, because overall, I think that the writing at Kuro Games has improved, or rather, the way they wrote their stories have improved. So that's great. I'm always there for it. I always enjoy when I see improvements. And yeah, it's been a while since I've been saying this, that their writing has improved, and it keeps improving. And right now with Renacita, I am actually genuinely intrigued and enjoying my time there. It also helps probably that I enjoy the aesthetic of the region. I like the architecture and the world's design and stuff like that. So yeah, overall, very solid second act, in my opinion. I am curious to see more about the third act now that we get to hang out with Brent and Rochia. Rochia, I think. Maybe I will try to listen to her name once more, and hopefully I'll be able to pronounce it properly. Anyway, I said I wasn't going to yap all that much, and yet I've been yapping. So let me end things here. Tomorrow we will start back Act 3 with Brent and Rochia, and then if we can finish Act 3 in one go, that's great, and we'll do just that. If we cannot, well, in that case, we'll finish Act 3 on Saturday. If we finish Act 3 tomorrow, Saturday, we might start reverse then. I mean, it would only make sense. And it's not like I have anything else to do. I don't think so, at least. So, yeah, probably that. We'll see. We'll have to improvise, I suppose. Anyway, on that note, thank you so much for watching. And I'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Central European Time. I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. So, whatever platform you prefer, please join us and enjoy the story with us. There was nothing else for me to say. No, I don't think so. So, goodbye. That was an abrupt ending. But whatever time it is for you, whether it is the morning, the afternoon, or the evening, I wish you a great time. And I finally can say goodbye and see you tomorrow.